You a bad, 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 bad girl. Your seductive eyes are filled with all these lies. I'm touching your thighs while you play with my mind. Talking, I'm feeling the vibe while you fill me with lines. I'm so high. We just met tonight. I need you in my life. Angel from the sky, such a devil in disguise. Talking, slow down, slow down. Let me just work you out. Slow down, show me what you about. You a bad, 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 bad girl. You a bad, 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 Tell me your incentive. Am I really what you want? I'm vulnerable and helpless, powerless to what you blunt. Just slow down, slow down. Let me just work you out. Slow down. Let me just work you out. We just met tonight. I need you in my life. Angel from the sky, such a devil in disguise. Baby, slow down, slow down. Let me just work you out. Slow down. Show me what you about. You a bad, 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 bad. You a bad, 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 bad,
What's up, guys? So, as you can see from the title of the stream, it is open panel if anybody wants to pop in. But I got two Dell monitors from my sister. Now, they have the display ports and the VGA ports. That's all they have. And I have one HDMI to display cable not working. The monitors keep coming up with low power mode, so I'm not sure what the issue is. One Vision Aerials, what's up? Wedge and Big, Travel Text 360, AZ. How you guys doing today? So I'm trying to figure out why it keeps saying low power mode, but then when I go to VGA, let me click it back on. Wrong power supply. Wrong power supply. I mean, it's a monitor cable. They didn't come with cables, okay? So I had one that was out in the garage that went to another computer monitor. It's one of the three-prong ones. And it went in. They have an external brick, right? Not that I'm aware of, no. I mean, I guess that could be an issue. But the power cables that I found on Amazon don't have a power brick either. It's literally just the three-prong cable, power cable that goes into the monitor and then right into the wall. So I'm not sure what it is. Okay, disconnect the power, press monitor power for button for 10 seconds. Connect power adapter. Let me try that real quick. Let's see there. So let me disconnect the power. Okay. Let me try plugging it back in. Okay. See what it does now. It still says entering power saving mode. Power cable with 3 prongs is an internal power supply. I don't know, Sean. You got a minute? Maybe you can pop on and give me some ideas. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I mean, I tried what AZ said too, and that doesn't seem to be working. But let me hold on. Let me go back to something real quick. So when I go to, let me try that. Now, when I go to no VGA cable, it doesn't go to low power mode. So I'm wondering, maybe these monitors aren't actually set up for the display ports, even though they're there. Because when I go to when I go to switch the input to VGA, it stays on, no problem. Right there, Sean. Hold on.
So
what?
How do you have it hooked up?
Do I?
How do you have the video cable hooked up?
It's HDMI to DisplayPort. Because on the back of the monitor, it only has a DisplayPort and a VGA.
Right.
Now, when I put it into DisplayPort mode, it goes to low power mode and wants to it goes yellow on the power button and it turns off. But when it's on VGA, it stays on the whole time. So I'm wondering if these monitors were only set up for VGA.
And does Windows actually recognize it? Does it see it in your video option at all?
No.
Okay.
Now these were industrial, or not industrial, but these came from a company. And a computer dude gave my sister like 20 monitors. They're Dell monitors.
Okay.
And they came from Spectrum Internet Services, the company. Okay. It was just in their offices, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, and you tried input and tried to change them from HDMI to DV, back forth. Okay.
Right, and but when I put it on the VGA mode, it just stays on. It just has no VGA cable, but it will stay on. It won't go into low power mode. So that's why I'm wondering, maybe if they're only set up for VGA. You think?
I wouldn't think so. It's, I don't know. Is there a menu screen on them can you hit a menu screen at all?
No, the only thing that comes up is an input source when I click on the menu button. There's 4 buttons. There's one that's like a X out of the input menu. There's a check mark and then an up and down button.
Okay.
Scroll through.
Okay, so I'm trying to think on these. So the other thing is that your adapter from DVI to HDMI, or are you running an actual cable that's DVI on one side and HDMI on the other?
Right, and the AZ saying that shit doesn't work.
Right.
So yeah, it is, and it's just an HDMI cable on one end and a display port on the other.
Okay.
My sister gave it to me, so I was just trying it to see if it worked.
Can I see the end of that DVI cable?
Yeah.
I want to see the pins inside of it.
Oh, hold on a sec.
I think we lost him.
Wrong one. There we go.
No, the other side. The other side.
That's the display port side.
Display HDMI to display port is what you're doing?
Yeah, it's an actual HDMI cable on one side and a display port cable on the other. She gave it to me. She had it in her box of cables and just gave it to me to try. But like I said,
what are you using for the computer? What are you plugging into? A desktop or a laptop or a
laptop? And I tried the mini PC that I had. I tried both of them.
Okay, so what ports are free on your laptop? You got HDMI, right?
Just HDMI. That's it on the laptop.
Okay. The back of the monitor has what? Does it have HDMI and just regular?
No, it's just DisplayPort VGA. That's it.
Huh.
So I'm assuming I could go VGA because I know there is a VGA DisplayPort, or I mean a VGA HDMI adapter, right?
Yeah, they don't work very well. What? So it's a blue connection under there?
Yeah.
The pinned one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a normal VGA.
That's weird that it's DisplayPort.
Yeah, it is. It's strange that it's got that, but it's still got HDMI in it.
Right. Right.
It's like both ends.
Yeah.
No. It has the monitor only has display and VGA. My laptop only has HDMI.
Do you have HDMI? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So the monitor only has one plug in the back of it.
It has DisplayPort and VGA on the monitor. My laptop only has HDMI. So.
Have
you don't have anything else?
Have you gone into your laptop and tried to see if it'll recognize it and see if it'll come up?
I tried the multiple display option and hit the detect button, and it doesn't detect anything.
Because I had issues with that connector on my Acer, my new laptop, and I was running two Dell 27 inches, and I switched to this 49 inch, and it wouldn't show up on my screen. It kept going into like a sleep mode until I adjusted. When I adjusted the rate, what am I trying to say?
The hertz.
The refresh rate. The monitor came right on. And I mean, the guys that came and hooked this up spent like an hour. I was like, dude, I just spent a lot of money on this monitor. Let me try. So as soon as I hit the refresh, it came on, and I was like, well, I should have just installed it myself. But
yeah. Well, maybe you could try that. Try to bring the refresh rate or hertz down to 60 and see if it works. And also look in your driver's list too, and see if it's actually coming up in there as a unknown device or something.
You don't have a docking station, do you?
No. No, it's already set to 60 hertz. The only two options I have is 30 and 60. That's it.
On your laptop?
Yeah, that's the only two options it was giving me on the refresh rate.
What have you tried both of them?
No, I actually didn't change them. I just was going through the options and had noticed.
Change one of them and see if it pops up.
What the fuck is that port at?
Yeah, he'll have to. AZ Drone's asking, did he extend the monitors? Yeah, but he's got to get the monitor to show up where it at least stay on before he can extend it. That's why I asked him if he would.
Yeah, it doesn't even give me an option for that.
Yeah, go ahead and detect it.
All right, so that's back on. And we go to DisplayPort.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of monitor it is, whether it's in an office or whatever. I mean, if you've got the two ports on there, I've never had a lot of luck with gender changes on those cables.
Right.
A lot of those cables, it's always like, I don't know, this doesn't work good.
No, they're just a little bit different. It seems like on every one of them.
I had issues with my two Dell monitors, and I actually got a Dell. They call it a display hub, which is it's basically just just a way to connect both monitors in.
Right.
And that fixed the issue. You can get them for like $30 on eBay.
Yeah. And does that plug into a USB-C? Is that right?
No, those are the new ones. You can get those too. Those cost more. Now it just uses the regular, because the ones that have the C's, a lot of those don't have that VGA connection because it's so old.
Right.
But I think it's called a D300 by Dell. You can get it for like $35.
Yep.
And it's called DisplayPort's what they call it.
Right.
And if he got that and powered that on and plugged both cables into that, and then the regular USB from that to his laptop, it'll pop up. It'll work.
Right.
Let me see here.
Now, I got tired of messing with the cables and got a bigger monitor, which it's got its goods and its bads.
Right. Yeah.
The bad part is when I want to share a screen, it's like this on everybody else's screen.
Right.
And when I'm looking at a logo or working on a website and it looks stretched, I have to minimize it to get it low and say, okay, it's straight. And then I go back to full screen. But you're supposed to have software for this monitor. It's made by Samsung. It's a Curve, 49-inch Curve.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Galaxy monitor. And they're supposed to have some software that you download and it'll let you split the screen, like one screen or two. And with that too, I can drag and drop over, which would be great for live streams.
Okay, so I'm in device.
Too small. Too small.
Display adapters. Yeah, click on display adapters.
Display adapters right here.
Yeah. Okay, you got a good card in there. Go down and click on monitors now.
That's probably just the laptop one.
What are you running? Windows 10, Windows 8? What do you got on there?
Windows 11.
Okay, Windows 11. Okay, you should be able
and
to.
I tried it on the mini. Well, I tried it on the mini PC too that has display ports built into it, and I tried it from its HDMI port to the screens, and it still wouldn't work from that one either.
It didn't work
like
either.
I said, when I go into the VGA mode, it defaults to VGA when you first plug in the screen, and then it never goes to low power mode on the VGA setting. But the minute you go to DisplayPort, it goes right into power saving mode. So I'm not real sure if that's why I said I'm wondering if they had it set up VGA only, but I don't know.
What's under that other devices? I just saw that on that list.
Let me go back to it real quick.
Your buttons on that monitor, does it let you change the input on it from like HDMI to the other? Have you tried changing those?
Yeah, that was the first thing I did.
And when you did that, did it still go into sleep mode and go off, or did it stay on?
No, it went to low power mode the minute I switched to the device.
Okay.
To DisplayPort. All right, so where do you want me to go, Sean?
Other devices. Just to see. Wireless. Nope. Okay.
If you're running Windows 11, close that screen and get on your desktop and right click. You can pull up your monitor settings from there. I run it on mine too.
Yeah, close that out.
All right. And then what now?
On just your regular desktop. If you can show your regular desktop beside us, just right click on it, and that should let you get into the actual settings for the video there also.
Yeah, I just want to see that too.
Okay, so now where am I going?
Just anywhere on the screen.
Not on that. Get on where your logo is.
There you go.
Right click. Go to display settings. There you go. Let's see what we got here. Multi-displays. Detect other displays.
See, it says it won't find it.
Go to advanced displays.
Six-bit.
You see where it says, yeah, right there where it shows your refresh. Go to your right side and see if it'll let you change any. Try 40.
I just tried that and I didn't even do anything. Yeah, it still doesn't do anything.
Why is that only on 6-bit anyway?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I mean, damn, and he's got a Radeon card in there, so he's got a good card.
Right. Try it under the Radeon software. See if it actually comes up under there.
How do I do that?
Close that out and hit right click again. It showed it in there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, AMD.
Right,
yeah. Yep. Oh. You don't have your driver updated.
Well, they don't have it for Windows 11 yet. It was on the same situation with my laptop.
It actually just came out the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Okay, so where do I need to go then?
AMD software. Do you know what chipset driver you have, or I'm trying to think what video card it's supposed to be, because it was just a generic tag on that one.
Yeah, it was AMD Radeon graphics with the Athlon silver.
So which processor is that?
I don't know. Can I look it up?
What on that Radeon? It's got an AMD chip on it.
Right. It's what do you call it? APU. I think it's old enough that it's actually one of the first, like the X2 APUs, right?
I don't have any idea, John.
Okay, so why don't you pull up that device manager again? Let's just see what it says.
All right.
And go into processor.
Where are you at?
Sorry. I think it's under computer, maybe.
It should be under his display adapters.
Yeah. Well, the display adapter is just showing it's just showing a generic tag.
Yeah, but he should. If he goes there, can he update it from there though with the software? Do an update on it.
Not for the AMD one. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, with Radeon graphics. Okay. Yeah, let me look that up here real quick. Hang on just a sec.
All right. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, if anybody's in the chat, I can't see it at the moment. So I'm doing everything on one screen at the moment.
Try this here. That's probably closest thing to get that.
Because I literally got these monitors for $20, so I'm hoping that they work.
Okay, so they have an Athlon Silver Pro 3125 GE, which would probably be the same thing.
Okay.
So go to the AMD software, or let's see, I just type in AMD drivers. That should come up.
Can you put the link in there in the private chat to him?
I can't because I did it on my work computer and I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I have to go to Google then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is the newest drivers, 22.61.
Okay, so I put in what now?
It's AMD drivers. Okay, that first one there. Okay. No, that go back one, or just click on drivers and support at the top there. Top black part.
It won't let me click there. Right here?
No, up.
Oh, drivers
there.
and support. Okay.
Okay, scroll down. Right there in that top search bar there. Just type in AMD Athlon Silver. And it should be that one that came up.
This one? The top one?
Down. What? Hang on. Yeah, do the top. Yeah, do the top one. And then hit search. Okay, there's your Windows 11 64. And do that one. Yep. See, that's the one that they just came out with. What was that? 629.
Yep.
Then you're gonna probably lose it here, installing that.
Or it'll flash.
It has to restart and all that too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream should stay live long enough for me to do it too. I can pop back in.
Okay. Okay, and go into your downloads and install it. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Because the stream will still run, I think, for like 5 or 10 minutes if I'm not on there. So I'll have plenty of time to reboot the computer and back.
Okay. If you haven't done this in this long, you should probably see what chipset you have in that laptop and do the chipset driver like that too. Yeah, it's a long process. It's a big driver.
If it updates it, I don't care.
Right.
I don't know all this
What kind of
stuff like driving.
What kind of laptop is this?
It's HP.
What laptop is it?
HE.
HP.
Yeah.
There's the problem. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Can't hook a Dell to an HP. What's wrong with you?
You know, I never thought I would buy a Acer laptop until I got this one. Man, it's a nice laptop.
Yeah, Acer really came around.
It's a gaming machine. I just got it because of the video card, not the game, just the video card. but it's got a lot of power.
Oh yeah. As long as you keep it plugged in, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't do that bad. I mean, it's got an i9 processor in it,
Nice.
and then I got 2 terabytes. I've got an M2 and a SATA.
Nice.
I replaced what came in it with a Samsung EVOS, and it'll go.
Nice. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Your display will flicker during uninstall.
Everybody on chat's like, what is this, a tutorial?
Fix your computer night. Log in.
Right.
Well, I got a message. I got an email from Sean saying my Microsoft computer was running.
Oh, you didn't want me in there today? Sorry.
And he's selling me an extended car warranty after this is over.
Yep.
For $29.99, we can fix any problem you have. Just give us your password.
Yeah, just give us your password and your banking information.
Yeah. It should be getting closer.
Now, why would it work on the mini PC though?
Why would it?
Yeah, because I tried it through the mini PC, the other PC that I have, and it didn't work.
You're not running Windows 11 on it, are you?
Yeah, and it's Core. It has the i8 Gen in it.
So yeah, it's still got the integrated graphics on that Intel, and it usually picks up on that stuff a little faster. Not to mention, like we were saying, I don't know why this is reading at 6-bit. It should be 8-bit at the minimum. So I think it's a driver issue. I know that Windows 11 had problems with AMD stuff in the first place. So I don't know if you've gotten all the updates and stuff either, but I do know that this one's supposed to fix a lot of those issues with Windows 11 too. That's why I haven't switched yet.
So what is it doing? And then uninstalling old stuff or what?
No, it doesn't uninstall shit. So it's just installing the driver. It's just detecting it and trying to set it up.
Hey, it's done good though. It hadn't errored out and said not compatible,
right?
Which is a good point.
Well, that'll be that first screen where you clicked go ahead and install. It actually said the right one on there. So it just takes a while. It's a big driver. In fact, I just installed this one last night.
Yeah, I haven't installed any of them, any of the drivers. I've had this for 6 months. Yeah, about 6 months. I've just pulled it out of the box and put Windows 11 on it.
Nice.
It came with 10.
Well, that new software really helps. It sets up that FSR to work, and the RSR, I think is what it is. Something.
I can only get 4K out of this monitor. It's an 8K monitor, but I got to be able to use the special cable it came with, and I can't use it.
Oh, really? Oh, geez.
Yeah, I got to buy an adapter for my laptop for it to work.
Oh, so. That sucks.
It's okay with me. 4K is as good as these eyes can see.
Yeah. I know this sounds kind of funny, but you might actually lose mic and audio here in a minute, Justin.
Thank you. You had a good timing with that.
Yep. Go for
restart.
It. We'll wait for
it. He says goodbye, we take over.
Yeah.
You can hit restart now if you can hear us. You don't have to wait for the minute 58. I think he's already hit reset because it's
Probably.
frozen.
Yeah, probably just locked him out and he's gone already.
Well, guys, it's 9:35 at night in Thailand, and I'm fixing to grab me a snack and watch some TV. So I'm out of here.
All right.
See y'all.
Good to see you. Thanks for your help. Oh, I hate running this on the phone. I don't think he saw your question, Justin. What was it? Let's see. Justin, did she have HDMI to DVI cable? No, he was saying that a DisplayPort underneath. So DisplayPort or VGA is all they had. It doesn't actually have a DVI port, which I thought was kind of weird. Hopefully he'll be back in here in a minute. I don't know. He didn't show me the underneath AZ, so I'm not sure. It seems odd that it would have VGA and not DVI, honestly. And it's really odd that it has DisplayPort instead of HDMI. I'm half wondering if it is an HDMI port and not a DisplayPort, because DisplayPorts don't usually come on the older ones like that.
All right, let's see here.
So it came back up, obviously.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty nice.
It's what?
Let me fix that. Right here, I had to switch over to my speakers. All right, so now it's just installed.
It's installing again?
Hold on, let me share the screen and I'll show you.
Okay. AZ was saying that when you showed him last night, it did actually have a DVI port on it too. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did. That's what I said. It has VGA, DVI, and then there's one other port, but I don't know what it is. It's like a little bit bigger than a VGA. I don't know. It's like a grayish color. Another port.
Huh.
But what's up, DR? Dick and down.
Yeah. So my other question was,
stream. What happened to?
So a lot of the Dells actually have them labeled on the back, like imprinted into the plastic.
So after I restarted it and started it back up, it started doing this, installing the drivers.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
What the hell is going on here? Okay, I don't know why the hell I keep switching back to that.
One of the big problems is that when it restarts like that, Windows 11 tries to freaking install the drivers again. But this still looks right. So, but it really surprises me that it actually has a display port on it and not an HDMI.
That's what I'm wondering. But then the weird thing is when I go to, like, when I switch it, when I turn off the monitor, unplug it and plug it back in, it defaults to VGA, and then it doesn't go into low power mode at all. But the minute I switch it to the display port, it automatically goes into low power mode.
Right.
And like I said, the cord that I have, my sister gave it, it's HDMI to display port. Just a straight cable.
And that's all you can change between on that menu thing? Like, what is it? Like, when you hit that button to change inputs, how many different ones are there on there? Can you name them off?
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick. All right, so it has DVI-D, VGA, DisplayPort, and auto select. And
what happens when you
do what?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, what does it say when you do auto select?
All right, let me put it into that. It just goes right to no VGA cable, but then it doesn't go into low power mode.
Let's see what happens after this driver's done.
Okay. Minimize this real quick. Do I hit restart, right?
Yep. You're going to have to do it again. Sorry. So, yep, now everybody gets to look at me the whole time. So, AZ, did you hear him say just let's see, Justin, do you have display port out on the monitor? Oh, I bet that's what it is. I bet that's to display port to display port over. So you could like daisy chain them through. I wonder if, God, everybody's always missing these, but I actually have a DVI to HDMI, one, those little small adapters. That's probably all he really needs, and then hook it from HDMI to HDMI. Those work decent, but yeah, I think you're 100% right. The display port's for daisy chaining only. I was thinking one of those adapters from DVI-D to HDMI and then HDMI to HDMI. We'll see what it shows up when it comes back on. Right. Yeah, hub would be definitely the best way. Still curious that it shows 6-bit instead of 8-bit.
What that was.
Like I have all my. What's that?
I said nothing else came up after we started. So.
Okay, well, I was talking with AZ in the chat while you were gone. I didn't even think about this. That display port itself might be for daisy chaining only.
Okay.
So, when you went through that menu, did it say display port out?
Let me see here. No, it just says VGA, DVI/D, and display port. It doesn't say anything about in or out. Like I said, the way I'm seeing it, and I could be wrong, it might sound dumb, but the way I'm seeing it, it's almost like it's set up for display port, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems to work fine when it's on the VGA setting, but the minute you go display, it wants to go right into low power mode, and I'm not real sure what the issue is.
Well, when it goes into low power mode under VGA, it's always going to show a blue screen basically and saying VGA trying to find signal. But under display port or DVI, it'll go and say low power setting because there's no signal. It doesn't actually say no signal. I don't know why they ever did that. But so it's not necessarily a power issue this way. It's more of a connectivity issue right now. But if it has a display port, like the only other, like, did you try the other cable? You said she gave you 2 monitors,
right? Yeah, she gave me 2 monitors, but I only have the one cable she gave me.
Okay, you only have the one.
It was just a cable that was thrown in. Well, it was just a cable that was thrown in the crap that the guy gave her. So she gave it to me to try because it was HDMI to display. And no, AZ, she doesn't have any of those cables. That was the only one that she had. They didn't even give her any power cords for the monitors. All she got was the monitors, one VGA to VGA, and then that HDMI to the display port.
Yeah, I would almost say, go get one of those small little adapters about that big that goes from DVI-D to HDMI. And hook it up that way. Then you'd just be HDMI to HDMI. But I mean, it sounds like the cable's probably bad, is what I would say. If it's not picking it up, it's not. Yeah. So you could try to go find one that's display port to HDMI and see if that works. But it sounds like it's a bad cable if it's not picking up anything at all.
Well, I'll have to wait till Friday and see if I have any extra money I can order. Because AZ sent me a link to a Amazon Basic cord. No, it's HDMI to DVI adapter cable, and it's they're only $8 on Amazon.
Right.
I'll have to see. Yeah.
I was even telling AZ I even have one of those DVI adapter connections, and I just don't use them anymore. But let's see.
What's up, Jaden? What's up, Bill?
Anyway, yeah, that's what I would go with. Just try to get a new cable or try to find one that's DVI to HDMI, because the VGA is just going to be low resolution compared to DVI.
Well, that's why I said he sent me a thing for Amazon that has them. They're like $8 a cord.
Oh, okay.
So they're not like overly expensive, but it's from the it's like the cord I have now, except for it has DVI on the other end instead of the display port.
Yep. Like I said, I got like 3 or 4 of those. Because my old cards, that's all they had actually on them was DVI-D on them.
And that should work then, technically?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never had any problems with them. They always showed up good. Well, I also made sure that they were dual link DVI, which is the D part, which means that like when you look at the ends of the pins, it has all the pins all the way across, instead of like half on one side and half on the other.
Right.
So that's your biggest difference.
So what does AZ mean by for second connection, you need that cable or active converter? Is that if you're going to do 2 screens on one computer?
Right, because you only have one HDMI out right now, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to do one monitor for the mini PC and one for the laptop. Like I have the same way I had it set up before on the TV.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, he was saying if you want to hook both of those up to your laptop, you'd have to have that converter thing.
Well, I don't, like I said, I'm not going to hook both screens up to one computer. I'm going to have one for each computer because I have that program, the Mouse Without Borders program that he sent me. So it's just like having one computer because I can move files between both computers and use the same keyboard and mouse. So I don't really need 2 monitors on just one of them, you know?
Yeah. So, can you share your desktop again? We can just look at that Adrenaline software to see if what came up on it.
Okay.
So right click on the desktop again. So do that AMD Radeon. Yep. Okay, just hit skip at the bottom.
Skip? Where's that at?
Should be right underneath that red bar. I can't see it under.
There you go. The share bar was sitting over it, so I couldn't see it.
Okay, go to the little gear up on the upper right, and then go to display on that top bar.
Okay, there we go. Display.
Okay, let me see what this says. Visual Super Resolution. Nice battery. Okay. Custom colors. Go video at the top next to the display. Yep. Okay, that's not the one. Go graphics. Yeah, it's definitely not picking it up. It would have picked it up under display. Go under display one more time. Scroll up a little. EDC display. Yeah, so that's your internal. It's not picking it up. If it picked it up, it would show it right there at the top. So, yeah, I think it's either a bad cable or something like that. I don't think it's a monitor. But okay, you can close that out now. Okay, that was it. Hopefully that helps a little bit.
We'll see. Well, I'll have to get that cable and then that cable.
And we'll try it again.
Try it out. Because I won't need that converter if I'm just doing one screen per computer, right?
Right. I mean, I still don't think so. I don't know. What do you think, AZ? I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong.
Because I like having the double computers because then if I'm doing StreamYard on the mini PC, I can be over on the laptop doing something else and I don't have to worry about it affecting that or messing with that while I'm doing that, right? So it's kind of nice having that and being able to move. Like I can copy a link from if I want to share a link on StreamYard, I can go over to my laptop, pull up Google, find the link, and I can copy it and just pull it right over to the other computer and paste it in there.
Yeah. Right.
Which I like that program that he gave me, that Mouse Without Borders. It's a really interesting program.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just like I can drag a file if I want to move, like, say you send me an STL file, I can grab it and drag it over to the other computer and drop it into the other computer.
Right, right.
The only thing I can't do is pull windows. Like, I have StreamYard on the laptop right now. I can't pull that window over to the others.
Yeah.
Computer. That's the only real limitation of it.
Right.
No, Dickum, but we figured out that it's probably either a bad cable and I'll need to get a different display cable. So it'll be Friday. I'll have to order some on Friday. So and AZ said he just threw out like 1,000 freaking power cords too.
Right.
or something.
Yeah. Again, I have a probably 20 out in a bin right now.
Like I said, these are like 20. I think these are 24-inch or 24-inch screens.
Nice. Those are good.
And the guy gave her like 20 of them, and these are matching Dell ones. And my sister was like, "I'll just give you 2 of them for $20." I was like, "All right." I mean, I thought it was a good deal, so I grabbed it because if I went to Walmart and bought that size screen, I'd pay $200-300 for it.
Right.
So no, do what?
It's a good price. So, and I think they'll work fine. They're just 60 hertz monitors. I'll tell you that right now. But
yeah, but I'm not doing anything that extensive anyway. Like I'm not. It's not like I have a PC like yours. You know, that would be a shitty screen to have with a computer like yours. But for what I'm running, it'll work. I think it'll work fine.
Yep, I think so too.
Because honestly, I don't even think my laptop does over 60 hertz. I don't think.
No, it didn't look like it. I mean, you had 40 and 60, and that was it. So
yeah.
In fact, you might want to switch that back, by the way.
I did right after I tried it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I said, I thought it was a good deal, so I just went with it. And the only thing that was missing was the guy didn't give her none of the power cords for it.
Right.
I found a monitor power cord that I had from an old monitor in the garage, so I plugged it in. It powers both of them up. Well, whatever one I plug it in, I used it to test them to turn them on. And then I ordered 2 more off Amazon because they were like $5 or $6.
Mm-hmm.
So those are supposed to be here Wednesday.
Cool.
And then I also ordered a little set of speakers just because these monitors don't have speakers on them.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll have to order those cables on Friday then. We'll try that and see if that works.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all's help though.
No problem. I hate to tell you, but I gotta get going. I gotta go do my rounds now. So.
Maybe we can get JD to pop in and tell us about his trip.
Right? There you go. So, all right. Well, I'll talk at you later.
All right. Yeah, have a good day, man.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye. Got home Saturday evening, been trying to adjust to coming back to Kansas, getting back into the real world, JD. So the problem is the cable that Mallory gave me doesn't work. So Sean had me do some driver updates, and then AZ recommended a cable that I have to get on Friday. But they're only like $6-7. So I just need to get 2 of them.
So you can't use those right now?
No, but it's all right. I'll just have to get it on Friday. So Kansas sucks. All right. I mean, yeah, if you got an extra one or whatever laying around, you don't mind sending it. I'll take it. That's for sure. I said Yeah, I'm just glad I got them. I mean, because the TVs actually were kind of taking up a little bit too much room because they were a little big. And they weren't quite made for the double monitor bracket that I have, but these ones are like perfect for it. They fit on it and everything. Because I kind of had to rig them before to hold the TVs. I had to have a brace across the back because they weren't wide enough for the holes on the back of the TV. Yeah, that's one of the other reasons too. Like the quality on the TVs, it just didn't look all that great. And she called me the other day and was like, "Yeah, some guy gave me like 20 monitors, and I was trying to sell them for $20 a piece." And she goes, "I'll just give you 2 for 20." I said, "All right." So I went and grabbed 2 of them from her that were matching, and I took the TVs off and put them on the double monitor mount that I have, and they fit perfectly. They were made for that. So as long as I can get them working, then I'll have a nice little setup. Because I really, like I said, I really like having 2 different computers, but having them connected to that program because it works really good. That program is awesome. I really like it. Yeah, we weren't sure if it was going to work either, AZ, on that cable because it was just a cable that was given to her. She gave me a double-sided VGA cable because I thought the mini PC had one on the back, but I mean, I'll keep it because you never know when you might need one, right? So, but yeah, we wanted to try it anyway just to see if it would work because I wasn't sure. Drone Days, what's up? Yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody. And if anybody from the UK's in the chat, sorry about the war there years ago. Push all these cables back to the back again. Turn that back on. All right, there we go. So is anybody doing anything fun for 4th of July? We're just gonna sit in the house and finish watching it. We started watching that movie last night. You guys should check it out too. It was the first half we watched was really good, but then we had to run to my sister's and do some stuff, so we didn't get to finish watching it. But it's on. Let me find it here. It's on Paramount. If you have Paramount Plus, and it is called. Let me find it here. Jerry and Marge Go Large. And if any of you guys haven't heard of it, what it is it's a movie about a man that figures out a loophole in the statistics of the lottery. And I can't remember which Midwest state he was in, Michigan maybe. But anyway, it was back, I think, in the early 2000s, late 90s, somewhere in there. He found a loophole, and him and his wife started this like whole company where they were having people invest money like an investment, and he figured out how to win every single time in the lottery. And it's actually a really interesting movie. So if any of you guys get a chance, watch that. And it's called again Jerry and Marge Go Large, and it is on Paramount Plus. It has Bryan Cranston in it from Breaking Bad. So if you're a fan of his, you'll like it because he plays a pretty good role in it. But yeah, we're probably going to finish watching that tonight. We're not really going to do a whole lot because I got to work tomorrow. So I hope to God that the fireworks aren't out of control till 4 in the morning today. But yeah, it's a really good movie though. And it's based on a true story too, so which makes it even more interesting. Yeah, it was actually, it's got a little bit of comedy in it, but apparently this dude figured it out. He was like, he worked for Kellogg's, and he was some kind of like freaking math genius, but his career and everything wasn't really based around his genius in math, so he kind of always used it to his advantage to, you know, figure things out and stuff like that. Yeah, but once I can get these double monitors set up, I'll do another video. I know I keep doing a video of my damn studio every couple of months, but I keep changing things because I kind of keep updating more things. So, but I'll do another one and show you guys when it's all finished and get the monitors working. Yeah, I would have loved to do some fireworks. Last year we did a whole bunch, but this year we're not doing anything. Kids are off at camp this year. Me and Sarah got the house to ourselves for 6 days, so my youngest daughter's at her grandma's for the week, and the 2 oldest went to camp, so I'd rather enjoy the quietness at home. Smoking a Philly? You asking me? And no, I'm not. I'm smoking a Dejarin. They're like little mini cigars. Oh no, I'd never smoke a Philly. Ugh. Maybe a black and mild, but I appreciate everybody's input, Robbie and Sean and AZ and all you guys, everybody that had a little bit of input on that. Appreciate it. You guys are always a big help. Because I tried looking up some YouTube videos about it, and I really couldn't find any useful YouTube videos about it. People were like, "Oh, right click on this and then click this, and it fixes the whole problem." And I tried like every stupid little thing, and nothing was working. Oh, you are? Okay. Newfound, I think it's time for you to go take a couple dabs, man. I'm going to twist your arm. It is time. See, we got 8 people watching. Nice. Somebody wants to pop in the chat or in the live stream, there's a link at the top of the chat there you can click on and come in. I was hoping JD would come in. I wanted to hear about his trip, see how everything went. My sister did a commercial for Kellogg's. When was that? And did it air quite a bit, or what? Did she get like? Did she make some decent money off of it? Because I know when you're like in a commercial and stuff, you get like so much money, you know, for every time they play it. Let's see if I missed anything. Sorry, guys, earlier, but I'm working on just my laptop screen right now, so if I missed you in the chat, I'm sorry. And then Adrian's base is almost done for his rocket. It's probably got another couple hours and it'll be finished. I can get that sent off to him on Friday and send those envelopes out with everybody's stickers that I have. And I was so pissed last night. I went to Walmart because they said they had those power cables in stock. And I was just going to go to Walmart and get them so I could get them plugged in and get them up and running. Go to the one Walmart, and they said they had 2 in stock on the website, and I checked before I went. Got there, nothing. The guy supposedly looked it up on a computer, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the store down the street has 5 of them." And then he's trying to tell me all this shit like I don't know. Like, dude, I used to be a manager for Walmart. I know all the inventory and everything and how it works. And he's like, "Yeah, they got 4 down the street." So I go all the way down there, 5 miles down the road, and they don't have anything. I was about to go back to the store and kick that kid's ass. Because that's the thing, is a lot of the employees, especially the younger ones that aren't really into all the, depth of inventory and all that stuff and understand it. They don't want to take the time to go look for the shit. It might be in a bin in the back, bin in, and they just don't want to go back there and get it. Like if you came in when I was a manager and I worked in when I was working in electronics, if you were looking for something, I'd go back in the bins. I'd dig for 30 minutes for you if I had to. I'd find it. Not to mention our bins were always clean. Everything was organized and binned in. We knew exactly where everything was at. But Jarm cloves, yeah, pretty much, Mike. That's what they are. How you feeling today, man? Shoulder feeling a little better now? It's been, about a week and a half since you had your surgery, so it should be feeling a lot better. That's awesome. Don't worry, soon enough you'll be on your bike again. And then I need to get an LED for that rocket so I can have it all lit up in the background. I had a LED strip that I was going to use yesterday, but it was just way too much. Like it was like a 6 or 8 foot long strip, and it was just way too much. So I found some, like a little 3-foot strip that I can just string around the LED holder inside. I can just string it around and then run the cable right through the bottom of it. Because I made a little indentation in the bottom of the base where the cord can sit down in there when it comes down through the bottom. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Still got to get you a house and all that stuff. At the same time, we're dealing with all that right now too. I mean, you're kind of, now I don't want to say useless and be mean, but you can't really help lift anything or move stuff or anything, so you're kind of in a bad spot at the same time. It's kind of a, double hit to you. Don't want to pick on the old crippled man, Yeah, but other than that, everything's going pretty good. You mowed the lawn yesterday, man. You better knock that shit off. You're going to hurt your fucking shoulder. Yeah, I went back over my lawn real quick today. Before I had to take my sister's lawnmower back, because there was one little spot under the trampoline that we didn't do, so we moved the trampoline, and I did that, and then you could see that was lower than where we already mowed, so I just went back over it all again real quick. That way I don't have to worry about it again for about another week or so until I can figure out something with the lawnmower. Useless, added that to the case notes. Yeah, still got to be a little careful bouncing around on one of those, Mike. Just be careful, man. I'd hate for you to hurt your shoulder. Don't be doing too much strenuous shit. Come on, JD, pop in, man, so you can tell us about your trip. If you're not busy, Mike, pop in, man. I got to get the window on my work truck replaced this week too, because 18-wheeler shot something up into my fucking front windshield on my work truck. The mental part is building. Oh my God, JD's just lurking in the chat, taking case notes. I was being nice. I said I didn't want to use that word, but it was the only word I could think of to describe it at the moment. Beck just constantly plays in my head over and over again. What? How's Beck? Be strong, Mike. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the Sean and AZ thinking that cable's fucked because I tried it in both computers and it didn't work on either one. So yeah, it's probably just a shit cable. If it would have worked on one and not the other one, then there would have been some sort of, then I would have thought that maybe it was one of the computers not reading it correctly. Surprisingly, not a lot of people in my neighborhood were doing fireworks. I don't even think anybody did fireworks last night. I was real surprised. Because the last couple of years, man, the day before, the day of 4th of July, and the day after, man, was just fucking nonstop fireworks for 3 days straight. And I guess everybody's more penny pinching this year with everything rising, right? The cost of everything. So people must not be buying as many fireworks as they were last year. Because last year, my neighbors, like right next to us, were shooting off like 1 3-inch fucking shells, fucking rocking the house every time one of them went off. Oh no!
I mean, the sound is just constant in my head all the time. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's got to be the mental part of this whole abuse that I keep getting. But the song's just over and over in my head. I mean, it's like, I'm losing, baby. Oh. Yeah, back.
Oh yeah, I know that song. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. Now I get it.
Yeah.
JD said, "Be strong, Mike."
See, I got my sling on. I'm being good.
Yeah, just be careful, man. Don't overexert yourself.
Well, I was out like this all day yesterday. It was good. I was fine. I drove a side-by-side up at my buddy's house this weekend, too. His kids wanted to go for a ride, so we drove down the driveway up to the junkyard and back, each of them.
Well, you can always get yourself a trike.
Well, yeah. That's expensive, bro.
Yeah, they are, and they're hard to. Well, I know down here in Florida, my boss got a trike because he got, he's like pre-Parkinson's or whatever. So he had to get rid of his 2-wheeler because the doctor said he had to ride something a little safer. And he was telling me, man, he said the trikes, man, are hard to get. He said, and they're expensive as shit.
Yeah, the price on them is just crazy right now.
And he said they're hard to find. He said the minute one goes up for sale, it just sells like that.
What do you think? Is that overkill?
That is fucking badass.
That's the battery I made.
I mean, is anything ever overkill in FPV?
We got Session FPV, Session 5, or this might be the 4, actually, I think. But it's got the GPS on it. So that's the long range rig. I was getting cruising around, freestyling a little bit and playing with it, punching it. I was getting over 9 minutes on that battery.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be fun.
And that was the battery you made, right?
Yep. And then I went ahead. Adobo's selling these mounts, but you know, we go to Thingiverse. So I got the mount on top of the DJI FPV, so I can put the Hero right up onto here if I wanted to.
All right.
And fly it, or I can use a mount bracket for the session and put it on there.
Well, we were talking about that the other day. It's like, can anybody really take credit for an STL file only because you would have to put a patent on it, and that's $25,000 minimum.
Yeah, there's no trademark on this stuff. People could duplicate it. I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying, because even, people with money, are they really going to go out and pay all that money for every design that they make? I mean, that's just an insane amount of money, especially for parts
just
where
like,
you're only
just like buying a plain STL file or whatever. What other companies have got that same thing out there that they've done? You know what I mean? They took the same thing and just duplicated it with a scanner or this or that, or I mean, But yeah, some of the people put some time and energy into it and whatnot. But I mean, basic stuff like that, I mean, that isn't that difficult to design. You know what I mean? Especially if you're already putting it out there, people are going to duplicate it. Look at China. How many different drone frames can you find that are the same exact frame out there? And FPV, they're everywhere, dude. I started flying the Martian, which was the Wizard knockoff, which, was a QAV knockoff, which was, you know what I mean? And then they came on with the Impulse, and the Impulse had knockoffs. That was a Martian. You can use the same arms on the original Impulse Alien as you can on the Martian, which was $25 versus $90. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everybody's got the knockoffs. They're all duplicating that shit, but.
Well, a lot of people's small internet stores, almost like, I guess the best way to describe them is like mom and pop internet stores, have actually been killed by China.
Stuff like that.
Well, they've been killed by China because they come in and they steal all their designs and everything, and then they sell it for cheaper on their website.
There's a lot of duplication companies over there. There's no laws for duplication like there are here. Like here, you got certain guidelines you have to follow in order to duplicate things or whatever. Over in China, they don't have that shit. They can start up a company, duplicate something, try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, they can just start another company and do the same thing with another product under a different name without having to fucking change anything or blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
No, not this dude.
Relabeling. Ready Toski Motors relabeled with, different stickers and shit like that. Oh, man. Back in the day, E-Sheen and like that, they were all cloning stuff, man. There were stickers literally wrapped around the bell of the motor to make it look like it was a different motor. It was just a sticker wrapped around the damn thing. You pull the sticker off, and there's a whole nother labeling underneath it. From a different company, it's like, really?
Well, it's like, in China, they have complete Apple stores that are complete knockoffs. The entire store is one large knockoff. There's actually a whole area in China. It's like it's like a certain district in one of the cities, and it's known for being a counterfeit district. Everything in that mall or whatever, the shopping center, everything's counterfeit.
Just like that movie To Catch a Smuggler. I don't know if you've ever watched it on TV, but they've gone in there and they've talked about all the different companies and people over in China trying to smuggle under different names and whatnot. And there's a whole market for knockoffs that they're looking for, where it's supposed to be this product's coming in and they're looking at it and it's a knockoff product that they're trying to smuggle in under that name and this and that, and they're catching them at the border and customs and shit like that doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's crazy when customs got to get involved because of knockoffs, straight up just clones. That's crazy.
It is, man. And that's why I said there's been mom and pop online stores that have literally been shut down because China will duplicate everything, sell it cheaper, and then nobody goes to their site to buy the shit. And then they end up going out of business because of it. A lot of Etsy stores, different places like that.
Yep.
See, people like Dobo, like with his Etsy store, you know, he's pretty much just selling to a small niche of people, but they're going to be supporters of him because they're fans, whatever you want to call them, right? But if you're just you're not really well known in a specific community, you might not get that support. If you're just selling a bunch of random shit.
Too much crap in here. Wait.
Matt, come up on the panel, man. I've already tried to lure JD up here. I don't really think he went on a trip. I think he was lying to us. I think he's been at home all week. Doesn't look like you packed your room up much.
Oh, this room's pretty well packed. I got like maybe 2 boxes of kind of shit. This is what happens when you start getting into GoPros.
Hold on, let me
accessories and shit.
Jesus.
I'm looking for a certain camera mount, but it's not here. Who the hell? I got 2 of them, I know. So I'm trying to figure out where the second one is.
Let me pull the chat up on my.
Where's the stuff for the helmet?
Oh, I can enlarge my screen. It's Wedgeworth. What's up, man? So I started the stream originally trying to get these monitors working, but I think we figured out the issue on them. So,
Right.
I got 2 24-inch Dell monitors for $20.
That ain't too bad.
No, my sister got 20 of them from some dude that
1080
offices.
1080 monitors.
As far as I know, they are. Honestly, I haven't been able to see the picture quality because I got to get the right connecting cables. Because they only have DisplayPort, DPI and VGA, and my computers only have HDMI, so I have to get the cable that has the right ports on both sides. I found them. AZ sent me a link for Amazon. They're only like $7-8 a pop. So. Yeah, but the dude gave my sister like 20 monitors because he clears out office buildings. So she's trying to sell them for $20 a piece. And she was like, "I'll let you go." For 20. I was like, "All right." And I put the TVs I had in here out, and those can go in the kids' room.
I got a 27 here, 27 here, and this one's a 24.
Yeah, these ones are both 24 Dell monitors.
See, I got fucking mounts for shit everywhere. This is for the bike helmet for the motorcycle. Printed that off so it fits on there. And it's got these arms that come off it.
What are you looking for? The one that goes on the FPV drone?
Well, I'm looking for the one that cases the. I got 2 square cases that go on my Sessions. One I know is on my dash, but I'm trying to figure out where the second one I had was.
Oh, no. Prepare yourself, Mike.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Justin.
What?
I want my money back. I want every $37.25 back.
Why? What's wrong with the drones?
Well, that one doesn't hook up to Betaflight. And this one won't bind to my controller.
So you got somebody that's super expert at FPV right on the panel.
This is what I just popped on for.
Oh, he didn't pop on to come in here and say hi to me and help me.
I don't even know who you are. Mike, how are you, buddy?
What's going on, Matt?
All right, Mike. So now you have a project.
Yeah.
Now I have a project. He came back. Well,
I'm
it
just
starts
wondering.
with what kind of receivers in the drone that won't bind to his radio.
Yeah, well, this I don't know. See, but that one there, I plug into Betaflight, won't even plug into Blade. It doesn't recognize it. The other one does, but this one doesn't.
Does it power up when you plug in the USB?
Yes.
Okay, so Betaflight just isn't finding the port. Basically, up at the top on Betaflight, there's a spot where you can change what port it's trying to read from.
Really? Okay.
I figured you would have known this, Matt.
It's not in my BIOS, man. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Or you just testing Mike's skills to make sure he hasn't gotten rusty.
This is what I'm keeping Mike on his toes here. You're using an outdated version of Betaflight. Oh, no. Hey,
It doesn't matter if it's outdated or not.
No, that's right. Well, I just said that, Justin. Shut up. Did you see my comment on your poxy comment on my video?
Yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious.
Righto. Now.
That's very good.
Oh, come on, plug in, bitch. Piss off.
Mike, I'll send your half for the tech support. We'll send that.
It'll be half the postage. That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Oh, look. Lights up.
That's what it's supposed to do when it plugs in.
Oh, my God. And now it's working. I tried 10 times.
It came up on Betaflight?
And now it's back on Betaflight.
Okay.
Mm.
See? You know.
It's like going to the mechanic. Oh, there's a rattling. Oh, where's the rattling? It's gone away, isn't it? Oh, that sucks. Okay. All right. I got me. But the other one, anyway, the other one won't bind to me. Well, me fucking TX for one. When I put it into bind mode, it lasts for about 2 seconds, and then it switches itself out of bind mode. Oh, what the hell that's going on? Anyway, makes it hard to bind when you got that shit going on.
So, yeah, up at the top there, you'll see where it says COM 1, COM this or that. You know, under your bod.
Port manual selection. What?
Yeah. So if you tap it and there's multiple, you can choose what COM it's coming through. If that doesn't work, there's also a program called Impulse RC Driver Fixer, and a lot of times our flight controllers need to get the proper DFU installation to keep up with Windows and all that kind of shit, because Windows is always changing their driver stuff. So it changes so slowly, and here there's a driver fixture that you run on it, and it usually fixes the port going into your flight controller so that it recognizes it better. But
okay,
if it's working, we're good there.
Well, for some reason, I don't know why, because I just about jumped on a fucking Qantas flight to Florida.
He was going to spend $2,000 to come and get his $37
Give him
back.
$30.
Well, if I send it back to you, I'm going to shortchange you the way you shortchanged me. So
Now the one with the receiver, that's a whole different issue. That's making sure your radio is the right radio, making sure the receiver is the right receiver, and then it's a matter of getting the receiver into bind mode.
See, now it's not connecting.
maybe you have a short cable.
Check your USB cable, Matt.
Maybe it's a bad cable.
Make sure it is a data cable.
It is. I use it on all my drones.
Right.
Yeah.
That explains why they never work.
Betaflight can be touchy too.
This might be a right-hand drive cable. You got a left-hand drive one over there.
You should have fixed it while he had it on Betaflight. Oh.
Yeah.
He actually had it plugged in working, and then he goes,
yeah. What'd you go and fuck it up for?
Yeah, I know. Something wrong with me. Fucking hell. This one works straight away. See, that's the thing. This other one works straight away as soon as I plug it in.
It's probably a driver thing.
Well, last time he tried updating drivers, it took about an hour and pissing Sean off.
That wasn't me. That was Jim. Because Jim was reading everything on the page.
No,
and
but you were just in the background throwing salt in the wounds. Talk about if you just ran your drivers through the BIOS like me.
It's so easy. I don't know what Sean was on about. God, he's useless, isn't he?
So there's the Impulse RC drivers page. There's one called the Driver Fixer on there. So if you ever need it, you can go there and get the Impulse Driver Fixer. You run it while your flight controller's plugged into the USB, and it should pull it so your port's reset. It'll turn it into DFU mode like you're resetting the whole drone. Just unplug it, plug it back in after it's done, and you'll get your USB to pop up so Betaflight will recognize it.
Well, shut up, Bill.
This one pops in straight up, right? Done. It's in there now.
Probably been updated more frequently, more recently, as far as what versions are running on the flight controller.
Well, they were Max Air 420s drones, so I don't know if that tells you anything.
Oh, they probably work just fine then.
Well,
so they probably just haven't been updated in a bit. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to make a video about Justin, I think. I didn't know what this was. This is
I couldn't get him to work either. I figured I'd send him to Matt. Fuck it. He's in Australia. It's not like he's gonna hunt me down. I got his money.
I'm being nice to him so I get all the sound bites I want, and then I'll just smack him.
Totally.
Hey, this is a baby hawk. I didn't know what it was.
Baby hawk's a fun little flyer, dude.
Yeah,
that thing will rip, dude. That little bugger there on like a 3S will rip.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. There's me. I got the 850s. So I got these ones, the 850s. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So let's figure out the binding issue, because that's the issue you're having now.
Yeah, binding. What a pain in the ass.
Well, if you have one of the drones working, so let's see if we can figure that out.
There are some tricks to get it to go into bind mode. That should be an easy enough flight controller that we can actually probably get it into bind mode from the CLI and Betaflight.
Well, that's that bastard there. All right.
There's your radio. You know you got the right radio, little bind.
You know
depending on the receiver that's in the thing now is depending on how it's got to get set up to bind. Is it FR Sky or is it FL Sky?
Well, I got FR Sky.
If it's Max, it's probably the FR Sky.
Yeah, okay. Well, because I run all my shit on FR Sky.
Exactly, AZ.
And this is, he wasn't going to give it to you. Oh, I know. Well, hang on. AZ. No, he didn't know what to do with them. He doesn't even know how to fly a GPS drone, let alone an FPV.
Right.
You know?
Have you watched his videos?
Well, no, I haven't. I have.
I
watched one. That was the end of it.
He was just Matt was just he felt inferior when he saw my editing skills.
Yeah, and that's what turned us off. Yeah,
color grading was wonderful.
Yeah, the color grading was great. It looked like a cartoon.
Yeah, that wonderful Autel color grading through Movie Maker. Very high detail.
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what.
Justin, I believe in you. If Philly Mike can fly a drone the way he does, you can do
it. He offered them me for free. Oh, on you, Bill.
See, Matt only had to pay shipping because, you know.
Well, yeah, but that's twice as much as what the drone originally cost.
Yeah, now I'm paying shitting.
I think
He
the
got
baby
2
was
for
like
40. That's not a bad deal.
200. I think they were like $250 for the baby hawk when they first came out with the red bottom, red
No,
top.
he got both those drones for
Max Black
$37.25
Mountain red top motors around there.
because he doesn't know how to do conversion, right?
Oh.
I swear to God, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. What do I need? Model select. What? Here's my baby. Here's my baby. Baby 20.
Nice.
Look at those motors. Those are the same motors, aren't they, man?
On the baby, oh, I can't see him. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Max.
Sweet.
Motors.
Sweet.
Well, I'm assuming if there were Max's drones, they probably got some good hardware on them.
Here's my baby.
There's some motors.
Okay, so what have I set it up as? I've got Swatch recognize. Don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. Don't want that. Don't want that.
The Justin video is coming, Chris says.
Hey?
Chris, he said the Justin video is coming.
Okay. I don't think I could put my mind onto another video like that. It was exhausting. Oh my God.
Oh, Sean, you want to repeat what you said about Sean earlier there, man?
Yeah, like Sean, he's one of the best. I don't think I'll ever. Well, I'll repeat it, mate. It's okay. Don't get embarrassed that I'm saying this. What?
You can always rewind there, Sean.
Don't do that, mate. Go back to work. Where are you? Yeah, I go to him in the middle of rounds. Yeah, no, go back to work, mate. I'll talk to you later. I'll Instagram you. I don't want to do that either. Back, you bitch. Here we go. Where's my external off? Yes, I don't want external.
You want internal, and you probably want FR Sky D16.
Not D8.
It probably not. It's probably going to be D16 because I think that's a full stack in that bird, not a all-in-one.
Right.
It's an external receiver and everything for it.
Exactly, Sean.
All right. No multi-telemetry. User ID.
You can set up a whole new model for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's FR Sky.
Any settings you got for something else right now? I'm just making sure we're not screwing.
Yeah, no. It's not. It's not hooked up to the freestyle. Yeah. Channels 1 to 16. If I go into that standard, it goes V9, V6, 912, CX. I thought that D8 and D16 was supposed to be right next to the multi and fly.
It should be FR Sky.
FR
It should have D8.
Oh, back you go.
Not on my channel, mate.
Welcome to OpenTX.
It's the Justin thrust over here in one area.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Justin Thrust. You're such a cock. E-Sky. Esky 150. Where's my? I've got Fly Sky here. FR Sky 2A. Fly Zone. FR Sky RX. FR Sky D16, you reckon?
FR Sky X.
Oh,
is what you want. FR Sky X. And
I've got FR
D16
Sky RX. I've only got FR Sky RX.
Really?
Yeah. Or FR Sky X2.
FR Sky X2. See, there should be an FR Sky X in the middle of there. It might already be on FR Sky X.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, it should show X, or mine shows X or X2, and it also shows the RX.
Right. Okay. Well, I got FR Sky X2, FR Sky L. Huh?
Go to the X2.
Right. X2. Enter that.
Critical.
And D16.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And try binding under that.
Right.
Telemetry lost.
Now, with these binders, do you have to do the old trick of
Pushing the button on the receiver?
pushing that and plugging it at the same time?
Uh-huh.
Right.
The only other way is if we can get into bind mode through Betaflight.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, what I'll do is because I've taken this off so I can put my bloody thumb on it, right? So I've taken that off. Makes it a bit easier. And I'm taking it that there, if I'm not mistaken, is the bind button right there.
I think so.
Come on, zoom in.
What's up, bud?
A little side button.
There you go, there.
That might be VTX. That might be the VTX bind. That's probably your video transmitter. So you can change channels on your video transmitter. So it's probably on the actual flight controller. Let's plug in a Betaflight and do it that way. It might be easier.
I don't even know where the hell that is. That's the only button I can fucking find on it.
Sean, you might want to
plug it into Betaflight and go that route.
Matt's technically challenged again, Sean. You teach him how to update his drivers.
I can't throw you off, can I?
It's like, God damn it.
Motherfucker. If it wasn't for Michael, I'd never show up on your channel. Hey, where are we? Here we go.
Oh, that is awesome, man. AZ, that is freaking badass. Now I can get a real good idea how big it is from the sitting next to your keyboard. Yeah, that came out awesome, man.
Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to get mine connected up so I can remember how to do it.
Okay, hang on.
Well, he's attempting to, Bob. He's attempting to. I actually didn't print that. Scott printed those out that size. I just framed it. He was giving them out at the drone meetup. Yeah, like a stack of like 400 of them. So I grabbed 2 of them and I just framed one of them. I think it's 11 by 8, I think. Or that's the size. I can't remember if that's the size of the frame or the actual poster, but the poster's a little bit smaller than the frame.
Fuck's sake.
No, he did the F-22, Sean. I'll send you a picture of it.
Right, Righto, in we go.
There you go, Sean. I just sent it to you.
Hey, Sean's having a crack at you, Michael.
Yeah. Is that how you spell Mike? Is it M-A-T-T? If I've been spelling
it. No, I don't, mate. I've got it 99% sorted. It's just this shit won't behave itself. Stupid. All the other shit I just put into beta flight, muck around, get it all done, and off I go. This one here, for some reason, I don't know what's going on. Doesn't like it.
Okay, so you're on beta flight?
Yes, mate. Yep. Share your screen, brother.
So on the far left, you're going to have the CLI tab.
Share your screen, mate.
Oh, now I got to find that page, damn it.
All right. I can share mine, and you can.
Why don't you share yours, Matt, and then he can walk you through it?
Well, if I see his and where his mouse is going, it's a lot easier.
All right. See my mouse?
Yeah, mate. Your CLI. Yep.
All right. So on the far left over here, you got CLI. Yep. Click on that.
Yep. I'm building it. It's done.
Inactivity alarm.
Oh, shut up.
And then down where it says write your command here.
Yep.
You're going to type in BIND underscore
NB. Yep. Oh, underscore. Yep. Where are we?
And then RX.
Yep.
And hit enter. Put your radio into bind mode.
I haven't got all that information there like you have.
No, go ahead and put your radio into that. That's all because I used the help command so I could write a bunch of shit.
Oh, okay.
Put your radio into bind mode.
Yep.
You should have seen lights change on the flight controller too. It should be like a solid red on a flight controller now.
No, it's blinking red solid white. But I've got channel 1.8.
Might be.
I've got channel. Hang on. I've got channel. It's never done this before. Channel 1.8 telem on. Channel 1.8 telem off.
Channel 1 through 8, either telemetry on or off, either one.
So okay, on.
Drone Days wants to know what receiver it is. Do you know, Matt?
No.
I'm a baby hawk. So we're hoping that. Did it quit bleeping at you?
Here we go. Okay, so it's in bind mode.
What's up, Brad?
It's still beeping at you, though, huh?
And now I've got model status AETR.
It sounds like something worked. Quit bleeping at you.
I'm just waiting for this bitch to take off in his computer room.
Now to check it, you could hit disconnect on Betaflight, or click on the. You might even be able to click receiver tab.
Save to file. Why not? I'll save that. Yes. Load from file, clipboard, clear, output history. Let's do that. Save to file, load, and disconnect. Yeah, well, I haven't assigned anything to it yet.
You shouldn't have to.
Really?
You should be able to go to the receiver tab and show it. Load it up, right? If it's there.
You said disconnect.
Yeah, now reconnect.
Oh, reconnect. Okay.
And then click on the receiver tab. It's probably going to be better if he shares his screen from here.
Okay. Fucking bye DJI drone. Plug it in, off you go. Righto, what do we got?
Left-hand side receiver tab. Okay. What's your channel map say there? AETR?
TAER 1234.
Okay, it's standard data flight then.
Have a good day, Brett.
You may have to end up changing that for your receiver. Your radio is powered on, right?
It is still plugged in. Radio, yes.
I assume you've got props on your drone too, don't you?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I can hold it and.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to power it up to make sure the receiver powers. So plug in a battery to your drone.
While it's plugged into beta?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yep.
Well, make sure the receiver's powered up fully and see if it responds at all. That's why we. that's why we're kind of like. I don't even know what your bind modes or your mode switches are set to right now, so it could take off.
I'm going to take a shower.
All right, I just sent it to you, AZ.
He said goodbye to DJI, and he disappeared, I think. Oh.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
I don't know. He connected the wrong thing.
It could turn on and then no more mat bump. Give him a minute, he'll pop back in.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what receiver's in that. I'm looking up.
And I don't know if he did any kind of upgrades to that, because you can upgrade receivers and all that, right?
Yeah, it came with different receivers.
That's what I said. I don't know what Max did to him. I'm assuming it wasn't completely stock.
I have a feeling that when I turned it on, it knocked my Wi-Fi off.
That's just that command prompt that Mike had you put in.
Yeah. Shift delete. All right, I'm gonna. So on the little drone at the moment, I've got a solid blue light and a flashing red.
A solid blue and flashing red. That sounds like normal mode. Usually it should be a solid light, I think, in order to go into bind mode. So it may not be able to bind through Betaflight. We may have to actually get to the board and find the bind button on it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Which means we got to look and see which one's I'm
still expecting.
I'm looking up Baby Hawk right now. The original had a Mini Magnum 2 or a Mini Magnum flight controller in it. And it was capable to do multiple receivers. I'm assuming he's got an FR Sky, so it's probably going to be an.
I'm just saying, Matt, you send me that extra $1.25 you owe me, I'll give you the unlock code for it.
You know, you'll give me the bind button.
See, the question is if it's an external receiver or if it's a bind button on the flight controller. It's probably going to be an external receiver on it and not a bind button, because it was able to come with different receivers back then. So basically I need to see a close-up of the actual drone, like flight controller and all that kind of stuff, to kind of know exactly what I'm looking for.
Right, let's have a look here.
Because it seems like you got an ESC on the bottom, then you've got your flight controller. On top of that, there's a board there that looks like it's a VTX, and it looks like a half a VTX. And then the piece that's loose that has the little wire that comes up out the top. That's going to be your receiver. There should be a tiny button on that little tiny square board for your receiver bind.
Right. Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, that's wonderful, Justin. Thanks.
Hang on. Let me grab
There
my
we go.
torch.
I got it.
Yeah, FR Sky, Spectrum, and FL Sky were the options back when the Baby Hawk came out. That's probably a Baby Hawk 2 due to the fact it's got a color canopy, which still isn't much difference. A Magnum 2 versus the original Magnum stack in it. But it's an EMAX stack, so I mean, they're all pretty much standard.
You reckon I should have a button on top there, eh?
Yep. Try not to use anything metal to push it.
Yeah, I've got a toothpick.
That's perfect. You don't have to worry about arcing anything off. That's the key. You got to have it powered up when you do that. Power it up and then hold that button down. Or hold the button. You might have to do it at the same time.
This is the problem. Okay. It looks like
Not knowing exactly what receiver it is, it looks like an SM Plus. Yeah. That's what it looked like to me, too. One wire off the darn receiver that goes straight up to, straight out for your antenna.
Yeah, I don't think there's a button on here.
Should be a little tiny silver or copper little push pad.
Yeah, no, it hasn't got one, eh? I'll show you. Not that I can see, anyway. I can normally spot them straight off, but I have not been able to find one on here. Where are we? Come on, focus in, bitch. Focus in. There we go.
It doesn't look like an FR Sky FX or XM. It looks like an EMAX type thing. The VTX is the board with the number pad on it. That way you can see what channel your VTX is on. So that's got to be the receiver. And it's got the gray wire soldered on. It comes out the top of the canopy, right?
Yeah.
See if there's a button on the bottom side of it even.
Yeah, there's not. That's just nothing.
Nothing on the other side, huh?
Nothing at all. No. Unless it's under that pad, because there is a pad. No, that's a pad there to stop it from shorting out. And that pad is glued on. So I can't imagine the bind button being there. Can't find a fucking bind button on it.
I bet you I'm going under discontinued products to find schematics on this right now.
That's fucking dead right. Now this is a Baby Hawk. You dickhead. What are you doing, Justin?
I was because I haven't got my monitors working yet because I have to order those cables, so I'm using my phone to do the comments.
The bind button should be close to where it comes out by the antenna comes out. It's a little tiny push pad type thing.
Sean had a suggestion or question.
Let's see if he asked the right question. Let me tell. Okay, go, Sean.
Is that on the middle left mic?
I'm not sure. That's the whole thing. I'm trying to find schematics on it right now for. I figure it's the XM or XM Plus. That's what I'm trying to figure out which one.
There's no button on the front of it. Is there a button on the side of it? You know what? The button's on the side of it.
Okay.
It's on the side. It doesn't face up.
it could be Emax's own like thing they're doing so that it was easy for binding. Did it change over to a solid color? Does it light? It's not lit up at all. Probably doesn't have any lights on it.
Fucking, this is so fucking fiddly.
Inactivity alarm.
Shut up. Might have to charge that up later. Right, okay. So there's the bind button there, right next to the fucking aerial. Right. So how the fuck am I going to plug that in and push that in at the same time? Fuck me dead. That's going to be.
Well, hi to you too, Laura.
Oh no. Okay, I'll put that.
Laura says, "Hi, twat. Hi, Mike and Matt."
What? Shut up. Oh my God.
Everybody, welcome to the UNICEF class of teaching third world countries how to program.
Who's the one that gave it to me because he couldn't work out how to fly it?
Oh, I sent it over as a.
This is like a bad episode from Stripes or something, you know? Son of beach, shit.
Shit. I cracked up when I first saw that. You know any English? Well, that was funny. Shit.
Today's first day of learning English 101. Does anybody here know any English? Yes, I know some. Son of beach, shit. Next thing you know, matter on a Monday and my heart stood still. The whole class singing. That was their first day of class. I learned it.
Sean, if you get on here, you can be like Mike. You get a tax write-off for helping. For helping the underprivileged. Oh, did Matt freeze up? Yep, he froze up.
It seems so. Should brand new. I can't change D16.
And there goes Matt again. Well, right now he's trying to get decent internet. And he's trying to figure out how to bind those drones that I sent him to.
Next to it. Ooh, right there. Ooh. It's going to be under a D8, not a D16. I'm looking at some stuff on threads right now for Emax. It's a D8 receiver. We've got him trying to go under D16. So he needs to switch that in his radio to D8. Which is funny because it should have been able to bind up by the CLI command that we tried. Interesting.
Must have a short in his Ethernet cable, too.
Knowing that it's D8, knowing that it's got the bind button on the side, which I've actually got a picture of it here.
No, every time I turn the drone on, it knocks my Wi-Fi out.
You Australians and they're boarding. I've seen that happen to other people. Like they were trying to do live streams and show how to work on something, and they were over in Australia or Europe or whatever, and it's kicking their Wi-Fi every time they plug the damn thing in.
It is. Every time I plug it in. Now I've got the wire and everything, but it didn't bind. It didn't bind to my controller. So I don't know whether it's the FR Sky
No.
two.
So it is a D8. We did find out.
Oh, is it
Justin,
FR Sky
here's
X2?
Justin, there you go. Look, is that the one right there?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the receiver. So it's listed under a D8 receiver.
Right. So is it an FR Sky X2?
No, it's not. It's going to be the FR Sky X or not the D8 or whatever. Damn, I gotta pull the radio up.
So it's just the
first
FR
one
Sky.
the first FR Sky one.
Yeah,
There's
that's FR Sky RX.
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
I don't know if that's giving me the option of D8. No, it doesn't give you an option of D8.
Well, one Vision Aerials gave a suggestion.
Welcome to OpenTX.
It gives clone. It just says clone TX or RT or RX. But if I go to FR Sky, it gives me. Fuck off. It gives me the option of D16 or D8. If I use FR Sky, just FR Sky, which I use on all my other quads.
Just the FR Sky.
Yep.
Said, yeah, do just FR Sky.
Okay. So that's that one there. Yes. So it is a D8. Beautiful. Channel 16.
Critical.
Who's got a? Sorry, mate. I missed that comment. Who wanted what? Did someone ask a question or put a suggestion forward, Justin?
Hold on a second. I'll put it in the thing. One Vision Aerials.
One Vision Aerials. Hey, Chris.
No, he said, what radio are you using? Had to go through.
So on my T16, but you said you weren't getting FR Sky X, were you?
Well, yeah, no. I was
getting X2.
X2, exactly, yeah. Which doesn't then give me.
Yeah, that's you're in LBT, aren't you? You're not in US standards, so your FAA standard's different. That's why you don't have X.
Yeah,
you got
right.
X2. You're in a D8 LBT.
So I'm in FR Sky,
which means that receiver may not even bind to your radio if you're not using USA FAA standard, all that kind of shit through the radio. You know what I mean?
Because, well, what about FR Sky RX also? Because that's the first one that pops up. And then the next one isn't D8 or D16.
But RX doesn't have the D8 or D16 capability.
That's right.
That's why I'm wondering if you're on LBT area, because I get FR Sky X.
Drone Day says
X2, it only gives me options for D16, D16 8 channel, and then it goes to LBT EU and LBT 8 channel, and then nothing.
Drone Day says he put a link in the chat of a video he said may help. A YouTube video.
Yeah, he's got all these little Emacs toys, so he might have a good idea. I'm sure he's fought with quite a few of them.
Drone Days, here we go.
Well, Drone Days, if you want to pop in and maybe help give a suggestion or two.
See, if you had FR Sky X, you can switch between D8 or D16
Telemetry recovered.
or 16. See, it's trying to pick up my drone. Why is it picking up it? Telemetry recovered. It's telling me telemetry recovered. There's not even a drone plugged into my house right now. What the fuck is it picking up the receiver from?
It's picking up mine.
That's some connection, brother.
Did you connect to the LGBTQ?
Yes, I did, but I haven't got the plus. So this is I might have to update the BIOS. BNF set up for them. Okay, right. That's an excellent one there. I'm going to save that to Watch. Yes, done that. I will save that one. So it mightn't be able to. Well, if I got it on D8, it might connect. Well, why don't I just fucking try it?
But try it.
Look, my internet's going to go out again. All right. Righto. This is such a pain in the ass. These binding bullshit with having to plug in at the same time. Oh. Bullshit. Never mind.
Oh, there you go, Mike. I don't know what that means, but
Adam was on his way. What? He coming over? Yeah, right.
Righto, here we go. Oh, piss off.
He hasn't hit me up saying
Piss
that.
off.
right there he goes. So he just froze up.
Right?
He's got a little bit of a bald spot. You see right there on the top?
I got one too.
His is slightly starting. Come on, all you FTV guys, get in here. Figure this shit out for him. Like I said, we can give you guys a tax write-off for helping the needy.
Oh, Adam's on the way. That's why my radio was binding. he's got a drone coming over. That was weird. It told me telemetry gained and telemetry lost. I'm like, how did it gain any telemetry? There's nothing turned on powering up to receive.
Well, see, that's what I was asking the other day when we were talking about that, was because it's all American parts in there. I was kind of curious if that was going to be an issue.
Yeah, I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, is he on LBT, European standard? If so, then he's going to have a European receiver, because a European receiver won't bind properly, or a European radio won't bind properly with an American receiver, FR Skywise. You have to reprogram the receiver.
Now, would he be able to? But he could just buy another.
He could just buy another receiver and from Emacs and have it shipped to him. Probably even they've got them on their website. We just got to make sure he gets the right one. And
Okay.
He's back. We got to quit talking about him.
That receiver had a solid green with a slow flashing red on it.
Okay.
Transmitter.
Yeah.
And then there was a blue light on the main board there, which was solid.
Okay.
But it didn't. Did
the radio just quit beeping?
It quit beeping, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you it's bound then.
Well, see, look what Sean put.
Are you still plugged into Betaflight?
No, my camera.
Sean said if it's like Crossfire, where you can change it from the US to EU.
It's not. It's not like that. Crossfire is totally on its own thing.
Let me check my account, because that $1.
You have to actually download the proper thing to change the receiver into European standard versus American standard. It's a
like I said, I'm just waiting for that $1.25 he owes me in the unlock code.
Fuck you, man.
But if it's plugged into Betaflight, your receiver or your radio's on, and you plug it in, and all your lights come on, you should be able to go on the receiver tab and see if any of your sticks move on your drone or on the receiver tab to know if it's bound up and moving. That's why we're checking the receiver tab before to see if it bound up or not.
I'll just get out of that.
Usually and all that. But
yes, Sean, he's absolute shit.
Crossfire is nice because all you got to do is plug Crossfire in, turn on your TBS agent, and it does it all for you pretty much. It'll update it, tell you if it needs updating, latest firmware. And then the receivers, you just plug in the receiver, and it recognizes the receivers when your radio is plugged into the computer and freaking programs your receivers for you.
Well, I asked him. I said, "You want the updated Crossfire?" He was like, "No, I got this. Don't worry." I was like, "All right."
I haven't got Crossfire.
Not yet. You'd be happy to have Crossfire. You'd have been bound hours ago.
Oh, look at that, Matt.
What, mate?
Crossfire is simple. You'd have been bound hours ago.
Sorry, hang on. I'm not looking. What? Look at what?
Look at what Sean wrote.
That's why your radio binded. It's like Crossfire when you can change it. Shit. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the firmware change. Doing that with that. Fuck, he's got me mixed. He's got me mixed up.
One program on your receiver. That's a pain in the butt. Then you need an Arduino.
He's got me mixed up with Jim. I swear to God, he has. You get all confused there, mate. This is what his mental capacity.
That's got lots of Adrenos laying around, Sean. I mean, he's got that figured out. That's nothing. Programming ESCs, all that shit, you know.
We'll do all that crap. All right, so let's go into my receiver.
Well, he barely could figure out how to plug it into the computer, so I would.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Back off on that comment a little bit there, Mike.
The drone's plugged into Betaflight and powered up with a battery.
Not and powered up with the battery, no.
You need it powered up with a battery for the receiver, probably.
All right. That's fantastic. All right, see you in a minute.
No, leave it plugged into Betaflight. Don't change that. Just plug the battery in.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
He's going to short out his whole fucking house here in a second. Right? Oh, I thought he froze up there.
Well, hopefully we get to hear the audio where it says telemetry recovered.
Telemetry fucked.
It says telemetry recovered. We know it's got a receiver. Well, there he just froze.
Yeah, 3S tried his whole fucking
just told him to plug in the quad and set it down on the floor 3 to 4 feet away. Start flipping some switches.
That 3S battery just fired.
Batteries, props on, and everything else, you know. I don't even like firing up. Like first time firing up drones, I'll take them outside. I don't like firing them up on here.
Sean said something earlier about like
it's smacked up against shit quite a few times.
Well, wouldn't it be good not to have the props on though when you do it? Sean said something about that earlier.
Yeah, taking the props off is what you're supposed to do, so you don't have to worry about it. But to test it, like if you're programming it, making sure that you built it correctly, that's not always true because once you put the props on, then you try to, your whole.
It's almost like trimming it.
Yeah, it's almost like making sure things are right because if you've got the board flipped or turned or you didn't program something right or your motors are backwards or you know what I mean, the quad does some crazy shit and it's nothing for that quad to jump 50 feet in a matter of seconds. Even out in the driveway, I've done that shit where I was like, oh, I forgot to switch the motors to go the right direction or whatever because I had reversed motors or forgot to flip the switch for reverse motors. So the flight controller thinks the motors are spinning one way and they're spinning another way, and the quad does a flip over on you. Hits the ground on the way over with the prop, throws it into the air while it's trying to flip. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get it eventually.
My very first time I ever broke a GoPro was testing. I was going to go fly a drone, and I was testing it, and fucking it did some shit like that, and it flipped over in the driveway and hit the front of the GoPro and cracked the lens. So, do you have any receiver, Matt?
Yeah. So it's working, but they're all assigned incorrectly. Right?
Okay. So, in your radio, we need to find out if you're AETR. If so. On the receiver tab in Betaflight alone, you don't have to have your power, no power plugged in. Just plug the quad into Betaflight.
Yeah.
Go on the receiver tab. Up at the top, you want to click on that box where it says the command, your protocol command. It says TEAR right now or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
You're going to type AETR1234. Do capital letters.
Share that, Justin. Eye on the prize, please. Eye on the prize. There we go. Right.
Yep. So right there, yep. Type in capital AETR 1234. Hit save down at the bottom. And you should be good to go there. That should change things, hopefully, to the right way. The only way to find out now is by plugging in your battery and testing your radio to see what your sticks are moving, this or that. You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
And then the other thing that we have to do is make sure that your modes are set properly for your radio so that your switches are set. So ARM switch is set.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's all right. I can sort all that down there in modes. That's fine.
Right.
It was just this. Once I got it connected, I shouldn't work that shit out. But I got to make sure too. I got to make sure too that it's AETR in my model.
Well, that's what I thought you were saying in your model. Is you said something about AETR, and that's why I asked. It should be under your model itself. It should have some setting towards the very bottom of the list.
Yeah. It's just
if it's not there, it's going to be under the main model settings, or the main radio settings, not under the model settings.
Why can't I select that?
Yep. See, One Vision Aerial said his was AETR as well.
What the?
Is it?
Hang on, I can't even get into the fucking model. It's there.
So model, hold down your right MDL button, the silver MDL button. Hold it down.
Yeah, and I've got create model, duplicate model, move model, create category, rename category, delete category.
Not the scroll wheel. You want the silver button, not the scroll wheel.
Oh, okay.
Hold down the silver button.
You gotta talk slow, Mike.
Yeah, well, that's not doing anything.
You got to get out. Exit. Hit your return button. Left side.
Yeah, got
it. Go all the way to the 0, and then hold down your right MDL button.
Yep, got that. Now down the bottom, you reckon?
It should. I'm pretty sure it's down at the bottom of that list. It should say what.
One Vision Aerials is saying go to create.
Oh, I've already done that.
He's already created the whole model.
Yeah, the whole model.
He's trying to get in to see what the settings of the model, what he's got it set are right now.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be there or it's going to be under the main system settings. If you don't see it there, return out, back out of that, exit out of that, and hold down the far left button, silver top. And that'll get you in the model settings. And then at the bottom of the list under your radio settings, it should show you.
Crossfire configuration, free multi-channel spectrum, page across settings. Country code America, voice language English, yeah, American. 20 seconds.
Setting.
No.
So you're going to go to the little gear, which is setting.
Yeah, I'm in that.
Once you click that, go all the way down to the bottom. It's going to tell you default channel order.
AETR.
AETR. There you go.
There you go. There it is.
So we should be set correctly. You should be good to go there.
Right. Okay. So that should be okay. So if I go into So my arm, I want that to go into the.
Yep, set your modes up for your switches. Should do the auto switches and be able to pull it now.
Well, okay. Nothing's moving.
You're not powered up.
Oh, I need the battery in.
You need the battery in the drone in order for the receiver to power up enough to get it. Yep.
Fuck you.
For your auto settings. Yep. Otherwise, you're going to have to just remember which switch is which. Auxiliary 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
it's easier to do it in the auto. It's a lot easier to hit the auto and then flip a switch.
See, now nothing's moving on my throttle. Nothing's moving
You're
on
not powered up.
Yeah,
fuck up. So you're not going to have any power to the receiver to see it.
Like I said, Mike, you got to talk slow, okay?
Oh, shit. Mate, I saw you trying to set that simple little printer of yours up, that Epson thing you got. Fucking little bitch. All right.
I know. I got like 3 phone calls over him setting up his printer.
Yeah.
Trying to get his access set right.
That's enough out of you.
Don't worry, mate. I'm going to plug this in. I'll do it myself.
That's what I thought he did. I thought he like, I'm plugging it in. Closed it.
All right. Let's see how I go. Wish me luck, boys.
He comes back. Hey man, I got some band-aids over here. I'm trying to cover up because he didn't take them props off like we told him. Those little red bottom motors will spin up, dude. They're not nothing to play with, dude. Yeah, get off the Wi-Fi for God's sake. Get a hard connection. Damn. What the hell?
I mean, you would think all the shit he does on his computer, he would have Ethernet cable.
How does he get videos uploaded with a Wi-Fi? I mean, even Tim knew to go to hard connection, right?
I don't know. I think he does, doesn't he?
I think he does.
His Wi-Fi router's in the same room as his computer, so I'm assuming he does.
I think that's what he's doing now, Edge. I think he's checking the switches and making sure his receivers. No, I don't know what I'm doing with this shit, though. I mean, you know. Helping people in Australia fix their fucking shit over the internet. Just by looking at it. I only looked up one thing so far, and that's to find out what receiver we were dealing with. And I've never owned an Emax. I've never owned anything Emax. Now the time
over there, like
none of them.
It's got to be like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And go outside and rip this shit at 2 o'clock in the morning by his neighbors. You hear that 3S out there?
Well, I think his radio's basic setup. So he should have 4 switches, his standard 4 switches that he's already set up in the radio. Because that sets up before the model.
So why does it kick him off the internet every time he plugs it in? Is that just some weird thing that happens with the internet?
The frequencies and porting of his computer for the internet, I would imagine. Sean would be the one to ask that, that's for sure.
Kind of weird.
The profile for the quad doesn't matter so much, Edge. Once he set the main radio setup, he's already turned on and activated the switches, so they're basic. So he's also got other quads already set up on there too. So it should carry over automatically once he created the new model. It should have brought those in with it. It's a higher power than his Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, two kangaroos have to jump each other in order to get the quad started versus only one. Well, damn. So it's looking like we might have two quads fixed for him in what? What have I been on here? Like 40 minutes or something like that?
Something like that.
Jeez.
Well, I've been live for 2 hours.
What kind of rates Rotor Riot gets?
Well, I mean, if you want to send out a bill, that's fine.
I've seen the cost that Rotor Riot charges for their quads, so I could just imagine what they charge for repairs. Shit, this would have taken like 5 days if he'd had to use tech support. All them emails back and forth and shit.
Well, he hasn't popped back in yet, so he must have lost.
No, he must have fried something.
Lost a finger. He's on the way to the hospital.
He didn't put it back together, and he bumped something together, and smoke come out of it. And battery exploded in his office.
God, I hope not.
He's currently clearing the smoke. Where you at, buddy?
What's up, Rob?
Rob, mad anywhere in your neighborhood, send him back. We weren't done with them yet.
We got to make sure we tell everybody from the UK Happy 4th of July and thank you for the country.
His ponytail got caught in the props. That shit's not really funny. That shit hurts.
Yeah, great, JD. Now you brought up some PTSD with
I'm getting traumatized over here.
Add that to your case list.
Yeah, I need to get my damn shower. I went on my brain jerk episode I didn't even get on camera this morning. I'm just been like hot and sweaty. I put on a shirt to get on camera and ate some food, but the wife jumped in the shower and got her shower. I need one. I'm oily. My hair's all funky.
Did you see what Rob said? He said, F you, Justine. I said, you got to make sure you tell everybody from the UK, thank you for the country and happy 4th of July. I mean, Rob, if you want to come over for round 2, we'll see who wins again.
Something must not have gone right. That's not back. I'm scared to find out.
You can see him on his phone in like 5 minutes. Oh, shit, my house.
Fucking thing cut my internet cable. Oh, wait, it's Wi-Fi. Good thing.
Fucking drone done took his computer out.
Right? Smoked my USB.
What's up, Marshall?
Fortunately, he's plugged it in several times, so we knew it was all good there. So if he did anything to it, he did it. I got a drone sitting over there that I'm on.
Rob's a bunch of animals.
Yesterday, I plugged it in. It's been plugged in several times before. Yesterday, I plugged it in, and it was like smelling funny. I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck? I unplugged it, and I started I took it off, and there's a little chip on there where it looked like something might have messed up. So I don't know.
I mean, there's a distinct smell when electronics.
We're gonna fly it today and see if any of that dead grass I cut down yesterday out in the backyard catches on fire.
Well, it's like any electronic, right? When it gets overloaded or something, there's that distinct smell like plastic.
And I took it apart and I looked at it and I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like good. That means there's something wrong. So I looked over all my wiring. There's a couple that I was like, well, I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but I want to clean that up anyway. So I cleaned up a couple wires. I put it back together. It seems to be firing up just fine. So
yeah, he fucked his internet up bad. He still ain't popped back in.
It was this one here.
Somebody contact him on Messenger.
I'm looking to fly it today, but she was trying to smoke yesterday. But see, she'll still fire up.
But something was smelling like it was burning.
Get all my chimes. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily smell like it's supposed to. It smelled like some burnt electronics, definitely.
Right.
So we're going to find out what's wrong with it. I may have to get a new flight controller for it now. There goes another $40-50.
Mm-hmm. Mom, Matt, where are you at?
Yeah, it can be expensive building these things, man. 1 week I was paying $50 a piece for video transmitters, for good unified transmitters. And in 1 week, I burnt like 3 of them up. No, it's off the flight controller. I know it is. I seen the chip. I think it was the flight controller catching and a solder grounding too close. When I hooked up good power to it, I think that's what happened.
I remember that, Rob. You didn't even get it 2 feet off the ground.
We checked everything over, put it back together. We'll see when it fires up. It goes up in the air. Hopefully I don't lose any gear. $160 fucking DJI air unit on it.
Hold on. Let me contact Matt on Messenger.
See if he's still okay. Did you get the fire out yet, Matt?
Where is he?
Uh-oh. We knocked him out of the fucking internet. Right off of Facebook.
All right. Customs found out he had those receivers. They were like, nope.
Oh, those are non-EU.
Mm-hmm.
Those are European. They got the wrong receivers over here.
I just messaged him. I said,
Guys are out knocking on the door. We just got a radio signal from here that was a little bit strong. Do you have your ham license, sir?
I just messaged him and said, where are you at? He said, issues, comp.
Oh, geez. Issues. Uh-oh. That can't be good. I hope he wasn't drinking. It is nighttime there, you know. Oh, no, it's probably morning actually there by now. It's like midday, isn't it? Like
no, I would say it's around 2 or 3 in the morning there. Because when he goes on at 8 o'clock our time, that's like 10 or 11 in the morning his time.
Yeah.
So it's got to be pretty early there. And I agree, Sean. Matt is very technical. He knows a lot. Oh, what's up, Matt?
Yeah. So what'd you do?
Okay. In your when I got it plugged in and all that sort of shit, my receiver, none of my aux channels are working, right? So I won't be able to sign anything within modes, right? So I've got to go into the controller and
program switches.
Yeah, tell the switch, tell the controller which aux I want to use.
When you were using your sticks, were those all working correctly on your receiver?
Yes. Yeah.
Throttle was where it was supposed to be.
Yep.
All that stuff was all correct. Okay.
Yep.
So you got that right. You just need to finish programming. So you probably set that model and haven't really programmed any switches, but yeah. So you got to go into what logical switches and turn all that shit on.
Yeah.
Finish setting them up now.
Yeah.
That's not too difficult.
No, it's been fucking ages since I've done it. I know. I know it's not. If you don't do it all the time, I haven't picked this thing up for fucking 3 months. It's like, oh, hang on, what did I do?
Hit me up. You know where I am on Facebook, and if you have any troubles, do it in the morning after you got a good full rest or whatever, because I'm sure your mind's going boggle right now.
Yeah, I know. It's nearly 4 a.m. What do we got here?
That's what we were just talking. We're like, what is it, like 2, 3 in the morning? So it's just
3 o'clock in the morning.
Too much is what I was thinking.
No,
what are you going to go? What are you going to go test fire it in your damn neighborhood as soon as you get it fired up?
I will be. Fuck yeah, but it's raining. In the morning. Well, it's been pissing down with rain here, so I'm not going anywhere now. I'm really fucked off about it. But anyway, I want to get this thing going because I want to hear it full throttle. I want to hear this thing go.
We can get motor sounds out of it, but you ain't gonna hear it with the props on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be doing that on the desk and holding that bitch down. Finger slip. Not anymore.
Because I am going to change those props out, and I'm going to put the freestyle props on. Yeah. Because the ones on them are pretty
props are pretty nice that they had on there. Those red Avans, those are good props. They're really aggressive.
Oh, them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, the other one hasn't got them. The one I'm working on at the moment hasn't got them. They're the ones that I use on the freestyle. Right?
Yep. Yeah, those are good props.
They came, mate. They really do.
Take you a whole bag of extra props.
I know. Yeah. I might be able to actually use them one day.
Yeah, those are nice because you could buy like 10 sets for like $15 or some shit like that. They were cheap as shit. You get a bunch of them.
Yeah. So good.
Inactivity alarm.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you might as well turn that off.
So technically, could he fire it up right now?
No, because he doesn't have a switch set. If we set up an arm switch for him real quick, I mean,
I want to hear that bitch come on.
Let's just going through the model mode real quick and setting the fucking rest of the switches up.
Well, okay.
I want to see it take out his computer screen.
Throttle warning. All right, let's set this up then. Fuck me dead. All right. Jesus Christ. SF I'm using for arm, brother. Left-hand side switch.
Hold on. Oh, dang. Did I really do that? I think I did.
Let's fuck shit up.
I might have screwed one of my models up playing with you now.
I wanted some help, mate. I'll sort it out for you.
Oh, I'll sort it out. I'll figure out what I did. But all right.
Oh, fucking hell.
So in model, you scroll over to.
Yeah, but I'm much more.
You want inputs. So you're gonna hold the model button down. It comes up, and then on the left side, second black button down out of the 4.
Hang on,
model across the top. You go to input.
Hang on, right? Okay, so I'm in the model setup. Yep, and go where?
Inputs.
Is that across the top menu or down?
Yep, the top menu.
Okay. Oh, fuck no.
It's the little horseshoe to the right with an arrow.
Inputs. Yep.
You're going to scroll down in inputs to ARM. You probably don't have one there. It's your 4th or your 5th spot.
5th spot's empty, mate. Yeah.
Yep. You click on it. Hold down. You go edit. Now you can put your input name in there. I put ARM for mine.
Yep.
Now you're going to go down to source.
Yep.
Click on that.
Whoops.
Flip whatever switch you want that source to be.
SF, that's the one.
There you go. I'll click back out of that.
Yep. And go back.
Your weight should be at 100%. Offset 0.
Expo.
Yep.
Expo 0. Yep. Model switch
Okay.
now.
So back out of that so that you're back at your input page. And then you're going to go over to mixes, which is the next one over on the top little thing up top. Next to inputs for your model selection. You'll have to back out like 3 times to get out of that inputs.
Mixes, yep.
Okay, now you're going to go down to the 5th one, channel 5.
Yep.
Add it.
Yeah.
Now I put it as A1, auxiliary 1, as my name.
Hey, Matt or Sean, check your messenger. I just sent you something.
Source.
Source. It should say input.
My source says ARM.
It says ARM. Okay, because we named it ARM already on your input, so that's fine. Everything else should be fine.
Ooh,
you should be able to back out of that now, and your switch 1 should be completely set up. So on your receiver tab, when you plug in your thing, you should be able to find receiver 1 now.
Yes, Mike looks like Jesus.
And you need to do that for each switch you want to do.
Right. Yeah.
Set the input just like we did, and then go to the mixes and set it just like we did.
Transmitter battery low.
Fuck up.
Uh-oh. What up, ADS? We're here, buddy. We're getting there. We got movement still.
So we got it's a 6.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Transmitter battery low.
Shut up. I'll call this
Mode.
Transmitter battery low.
Oh, this is
if it's stabilized or horizon, or I do ARM on my first one, modes on my second one. My third one usually is beeper. My 4th one is flip over after crash. And you can multi-button on multiple channel switches. So my other 4th is usually my fail-safe on a switch, just in case you need it.
Transmitter battery low.
Okay, so I can take that back to 0 there. I'll plug it back in again and see if my ARM switch works.
Transmitter battery low.
It should do. I recharge everything here.
You should be able to find it now, and then go over to modes real quick and go ahead and set your ARM mode while you're there.
Yeah.
And your other mode if you need it too.
Have you tried changing the voice to American? That might fix it.
No. Well, he needs to get the multi motors down in Australia or something like that. There's a guy down there. There's a sound wave you can download that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's an Australian accent though.
That might be the problem though.
Yeah, there's lots of different sound files you can get for the radios and whatnot, or you can make your own. You get Audacity and you use the WAV files, and you can put the WAV files in there so you can get your radio to say whatever the hell you want with each switch. Every switch movement, even throttles and stuff. We're an hour in so far, Justin. Just You know, so we got a track of the time.
Like
Make
I
sure we
said,
get
you
the
just gotta. Yeah, I better give you a break that way. Freaking JD doesn't add that to the lawsuit. You didn't give him any breaks for lunches.
Yeah, man, I give him a smoke break. What time do we knock off, eh? What time's the smoker? That's Australian humor, if you haven't known. Kevin Bloody Wilson. Yeah. The kid swears a bit much. I think it's The Kid Swears a Little Bit is the name of the song. But he's talking about the 5-year-old going to school and telling the, what time do we knock off? What time do we get smoker?
I love when Tim talks Australian slang. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that southern twang and the Australian accent.
I can't believe after 20 years, though, he hasn't picked up a slight accent. Because a lot of people will do that. Like, I was living in North Carolina for 7 years. Yeah, but I was living in North Carolina for 7 years, and when I moved back to California, people said I had a slight southern accent.
I could go down to like North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere around in there. You spend me about a week, 2 weeks down there, I'll come back with a southern accent. Oh, no, I'm breaking. What the fuck?
You're good. It was just for a second.
Yeah, no, but I had to check and see if my battery on my GoPro was dying or something.
But no, I'm surprised he hasn't picked up anything because fucking Madonna moved over to goddamn England and she picked up the damn English accent quick. It's after a couple of years.
I'm streaming from my GoPro right here. So that's my webcam currently. This one right here is not, but I mean, that's what I was using. Just sitting on the desk chilling. Use GoPro webcam. Streams across. Oh, that camera sucks.
Sean had a question for you.
Yeah, I might have an answer. Can you still have RSSR on that, like the XM Plus? He could. He could have the XM Plus. He could have the XM. He could have the RXS or RX or XSR. Yeah, that with the XM or XM Plus, you won't have RSSR being telemetry. You won't have that. But he can have like the XSR receiver on there. He could put Crossfire on that thing if he wants to. If he's got a wired-in receiver, he can put Crossfire on it. You only need 3 to actually connect Crossfire. You don't have to have 4 wires. You can do Crossfire with 3. So he could put that on there, I'm sure. On that TRAS. TRAS. Huh? I think on the Tyrannus, you mean? He's got the Radio Master TX16. He could put he could go Spectrum or whatever he wanted on that radio.
Now, would it be easier?
Yeah, that radio will take everything, dude. That radio will run like Jumper. It'll run, well, it's almost like the Jumper. So it's got the TX16 has a 5-in-1 board in it. So it's got Crossfire on there. Well, no, Crossfire is the one it doesn't have on there. But it's got the other receiver systems all built into the whole board into it and everything. So you can go FL Sky, FR Sky, Spectrum, what is it? Radio Link. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. So like the Propel drones that you buy at Walmart and whatnot, those will link up to that radio.
Would it be easier for him just to buy a US radio or just switch
on?
No,
he's doing fine. He could run it the way he's doing. He won't have no issues. I don't think he's restricted there like we were thinking maybe. We were just under a D16 instead of a D8 receiver, so it wasn't wanting to bind.
Well, see, that's why I was. That's why I asked that question the other day because I started thinking about it. I was like, it's got all U.S. parts on it, and I know a lot of the European countries, not necessarily Australia, but a lot of the European countries, they're limited on their.
The receiver on the quad won't have any telemetry like RSSI signal, so you won't be able to tell across unless he puts on like an XSR receiver or the Crossfire receiver, something like that. Then he can pull telemetry, but the one that he's got on there right now is so limited.
Because that would be like me sending a Mini 2 to fucking somebody in Europe and then having a controller.
Yeah, and they're all on European, so it won't bind up. That kind of thing. That's why they have European model. When you select over at Emacs, most of those boards are built into the receivers built into the boards on a lot of those all-in-ones. So you were limited as to how you could do it back then. Nowadays, it's getting more and more, so they're adding like Crossfire and stuff like that. But like your Tiny Hawk's an all-in-one board. So same thing with the Baby Hawk or the Freestyle. I think you got to buy the European version if you want that telemetry over there.
I wonder if Matt could even buy a.
It's like Edge was saying though. It's FCC regulated type shit. That's the only reason. So you can officially run All American over there. In Europe,
right.
But you're going to get FCC kind of shit when you do. They'll figure it out and blah, blah, blah. So it's better just keep in the good graces of the FCC over there, I would imagine.
Whatever their version of the FCC is. I'm not sure what their version of it is, but.
Well, you only had like a couple things to do real quick.
That's understandable, Sean. I mean, whenever you get on the live stream trying to help Matt, kind of throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, and you got to keep repeating yourself over and over. Speak slowly for the Aussies. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got the fucking stream going on the thing. I heard every fucking word you fucking said.
It's just his StreamYards. It doesn't want to work right now.
Yeah, that's right. Now I'm sending Justin a video. Fucking hell.
So did you get your switches?
Oh, I didn't do all of them. No, I haven't done the. I'll do all that tomorrow when I could be fucked. Okay. I just got it going. Here we go. It's all sent through to you, mate. It'll take a while on that US fucking stupid internet you got.
As long as you don't plug in a battery.
Yeah. You know what? My other ones, my Tiny Hawk and all that sort of shit. And this is why I run out of RF about fucking 300 feet away. Hello, RF. What the fuck is this? I can see it.
Hold on. So,
dude, this thing's got some hoof in it.
I told you, the motherfucker got some power, bro. The little motors are badass, dude. I had little motors like that on like a 4-inch quad, I think, at one time, and they were no problem.
Mate, I can feel it. I just throttled in. That thing is so responsive. It's scary.
Here we go.
If this worked and everything else, I'm destined. I'm going to have to start bringing my Thursday nights back and start doing like tech type shit on Thursday nights and shit.
Yeah,
that's what we were doing for a while there. I mean, we helped Edge get his shit fixed. Helped quite a few people get their shit fixed just online.
So you helped Edge, did you? Oh, right.
I have in the past, yes. I have.
He's been all keyboard warrior here, and yet he asked for your help. What's going on? Oh, here we go.
Well,
you know how to work it, mate? Are you right there? It's not hard.
Oh, where did my fucking thing go?
Here we go. Do you want me to share it, mate? I'll do it here in 2 seconds if you want me to.
It'd probably be faster.
I'm working on one screen, so it's kind of a pain in the ass.
You dumb bastard.
Well, that's because you wanted to have so many cool little gadgets and shit, and you screwed yourself all up.
No.
Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance, my friend.
It takes a certain amount of intelligence to be able to work a computer.
It's the 7 P's of life.
I'm afraid Justin's just not got it. Are you got it there, mate, or not?
No, it's not up there.
Fuck's sake. All right. Fucking I'll do it, all right? Stupid fuck. Some people shouldn't run their own show. You know how to add it into yeah, here we go. Thank you. Righto. Fuck yeah. All right. Volume over there.
What? Watch this. Fucking hell.
Is that like a blender getting ready to go to town?
Watch this. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god. That's funny.
Well, that's good. We got you all. We got you bound. We got you switched. You're flyable. Well, all you got to do is set your goggles to the right channel, and you're good to go. You're muted.
Fucking stupid bastard. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. No problems. No problems. Chris Wedgworth. Don't laugh at me, Chris. Man, that thing. Oh.
Yeah, you'll have a good time with that, dude. It's not your Tiny Hawk or your Freestyle. That thing on 3S is going to be screaming, bro.
Yeah. Well, 2S,
It's
2S.
70 mile an hour drone top, man.
Yeah, well, what? How much?
70 mile an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, you're going to be moving. Keep that camera angle down low when you start. That way you don't get going too quick.
Yeah. I'll just have to work my way into that one.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is.
Drone Day said he would be able to use 4S on it. Matt's like, oh my gosh.
Really? You can use 4S on a baby hawk, a little baby hawk.
Emax Baby Hawk. Let me go find out the details. Let's see if we can run.
I didn't think you could. Oh man, that's a weapon.
Emax, where you at? Oh, shopping. That's why.
Jesus.
Yeah, but who cares if Matt gets locked up?
I wonder which Baby Hawk that officially is. What color canopy's on that, Matt?
Clear
black, kind of smoke black.
Yeah.
That's probably the R, the race edition, even.
No, I wouldn't doubt it if it's Max's. And the other one's the orange one, orange canopy.
Now you can tell Max you can show Max how to really fly that thing.
I will. He's going to be so jealous. He's going to be so jealous when he sees this.
Just don't hit yourself in the nuts.
If that's the race edition, it accepts 3 and 4 cell lipo.
Oh
God!
Now you got to go buy you some 4S.
Yep, it's the Magnon Omnibus bus firmware. RS 1106 6000 kV motors, probably.
I'll have a look.
It should
say. Says, does it look like a cockroach? And the body lifts up.
200 milliwatt switchable VTX, so you got good range on your video transmitter as well.
These
guy.
These are RS 1106-2. RS.
It's got a great punch to it, Drone Day says.
Yeah, well, I felt that. I throttled that up, man. It just about took my arm up to the ceiling.
Now, how fast would a 4S get on that thing?
It'll do about 65 probably top end with that thing. It's only a 12 amp BLL ESC in it, so it's not like going to push super far amps. But
well, it would. Yeah, but if you're putting a 4S on,
they were racing them back in the day. So
yeah,
I mean,
how fast is the difference between a 3S and 4S?
5-10 mile an hour, maybe. It's not all that much. It's just a fast quad to begin with the motors and the size of the quad.
I can't wait to see Matt's first video with that.
I wonder if those props will fit on. I don't know if they. No, I don't think they will. You know,
it originally came with a 4-blade.
Those Tiny Hawk props aren't going to fit on it.
Yeah, but I gave you that whole bag of props.
Yeah, no, they won't fit on this. They won't fit on this. Hang on, where are we?
Drone Date said they clocked it at 90 miles an hour, Matt.
It'll fit any 2-inch prop, pretty much. But you want to make sure you get the same style center hole, whether it's 2 screws or it's one plug in the center. So a 2-inch with the center is going to be tougher to find. But
there you go, Mike. Look at that.
There's 4 blades there.
Drone Date said they clocked it at 90
miles. 90. I'd believe it. On 4S full out screaming, I'd believe it. I've never checked it as far as the clocking. I just estimated about 65. It's no slouch, that's for sure, dude.
So where are you going to take this thing out to test it, Matt?
Oh, I've got a park just down the road from me. I've got 2 parks. One I use for doing a bit of sort of like proximity stuff, and the other one's wide open. Guess where this one's going?
So you're going to take out a group of children at the playground. Nice.
Yeah. Well, they annoy me. I can't fly with them there, so I've got to chase them off. Little bastards. Yeah, no, those props won't fit. Fuck. Righto. Damn.
Drone Day says I never flew that fast. Garrison Hobbies did it.
Is that a single shaft through the center of that, or is that 2 screws to hold that in, Matt?
2 screws.
Okay, so they're a T-type.
Yeah, it's 2 of them. So I wonder if these fit, because the props on it aren't real flash. They've been crashed a few times.
The shaft will make the difference as far as the shaft size. That's probably what you're having a problem with now, is the shaft's not big, small enough on the tiny, or maybe not.
4 blades as well. These are the 4 blades on them. Okay, they'll fit. I'm gonna have to swap these out. I'm gonna have to swap them out for those blades there.
Yeah, gonna be screaming.
Anti-clockwise, clockwise. Okay, they're all good, and they are spinning towards the camera.
Now, do you have multiple cameras so you can set up for a good video?
Yeah, what I want to do, because I've got to do a screen record, right, of the SkyDroid. So that'll be that. But I'd like to have another camera set up as sort of like on me as a first sort of
reaction
to the.
Yeah, I want to see that.
It wasn't here.
Falling over backwards.
It's like, oh shit, where's that gone? Now opening up the RTX for 200 or something like that. I mean, you can do it in Betaflight, but it doesn't actually set the drone to that, does it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to set that up. Because all right, so that'll be that side switch.
Each switch has to be set up in the radio with your input and mixer before it come up in the Betaflight.
I'm talking about I know that. I'm talking about the video transmission strength.
Oh yeah, so there's a button on the side of that video transmitter, that first button that you showed me. There's a way to set that so that you can set the strength from anywhere from 200 or I think it's 25 to 200 switchable. So
it's got to be the 200
power setting, and then your channel setting will be in there as well. It's all through that one little button on the VTX, but you're gonna have to fire it up and set it that way. But Yeah, it's
through my goggles.
Button down for like 3 seconds usually changes the mode that it's setting. Then it blinks as far as set 1 or set 2, and then you'll hold it down for 3 seconds. It'll go into channel as far as your bands, and then usually you set the band that you want. Then you hold it for 3 seconds again, and then you set the channel you want. You hold it for 3 seconds again, and it's back to normal. It's all set.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You
get it.
I don't want to run out of video like I do with
don't
my
know that that's able to do it through smart audio to be able to switch it on your radio, through your radio and goggles. I don't know a smart audio setup on that to be able to do it.
Oh shit, righto. That's funny.
You
Drone
probably
days.
have to use the button in order to switch it.
Yeah, right. Add Beta Flight with the props on, then hit the throttle all the way and rip the USB out.
Yeah, hit the throttle all the way, rip the USB off it. Yep.
That's crazy.
Off the drone itself. He ripped the USB off the flight controller.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. Fuck, man.
You ain't even got the biggest batteries yet. You gonna order you some 4S?
Yeah, not at the moment. This one here just about took my fingernails off. So
The 3S is a little scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I got the 850s, right? So I've got a decent size 3S, right? So that's got some good flight time in it, that one, or depending on depending on how you fly that one, I think. Yeah, right.
Edge wants to know what goggles do you have, Matt?
This is what Matt needs.
Dominator.
Little tiny trainer. This is a little 3S beast, dude. 3-inch.
What's up, Mendez?
But it's like the DRL styled. So it looks like a DRL racer. This thing screams, dude. You can hear these thin little props going through the air. Just humming, dude.
Well, man. Yeah, that's because this, to be honest, this freestyle, the 2S freestyle, is not very loud at all.
No.
I mean, you can hear it, but it's not very loud at all. You full throttle that, and just goes straight past you.
That'll get somebody's attention at the park there.
This one here, this one's crazy.
Yep.
Oh my god!
What goggles did you end up having?
The Dominator. Where are we? Where's my model?
That's our Dominator.
Yeah. They're not even in here.
Apparently, it's not up to his.
Not the brand new ones, Edge. Don't get excited. It's not the new ones.
Yeah,
the
new
HD version.
I got my. These are my. This here, Edge, Sean. I use this. I don't know if you've got one or not, but I use this, and you tweak the goggles and turn it into digital. So I've turned mine over and I've tweaked it up there, and they're all digital now. Like if that, mate. I don't know if you can find them on the net anywhere, mate. Just give me a hoy if you want to know what they are. That one there. Yeah.
Not V2?
V4s, mate. V4s. I skipped a few. They haven't brought them out yet. They sent them to me for a test, so they're doing all right.
Oh, come on.
Matty, do you want to test these for us? Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. Fuck me, it's 3:20. How about it?
Yeah, I'm sure you're probably getting tired. You got a drone to fly tomorrow.
I get like this though. When I got shit going on, I want to get it fixed, and I can't fucking rest until
he uses other people's channels to do it.
Yeah. It was about time he had some decent content on it. So that's why I popped on.
Oh, decent. Oh, okay. Thanks for that sound clip. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. You can use that wherever you like. Oh dear. All right. Well, thanks for your help, Michael. Once again, I mean, I have talked to you in the past about all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Good helping, bro.
They'll be giving you a bill in the mail.
Yeah. No. Good on you, mate. That makes. It was just doing my fucking head in. It really was.
Right.
It
gets confusing when you start flipping receivers and this and that. And fortunately, I've been around long enough that I've experienced with people and the different flight controllers and receiver setups, so it makes it easier to track down and figure out what the problem is.
And you know what's real handy is the fact that you get the same fucking controller as me. So I
got the old school too. So I mean, we got the QX7 too.
Yeah, right.
So that's what I originally started with, was a QX7, and then Adam bought 2 of these when they first come out, and he bought one, and it was waiting, and it was back order waiting. So he ended up getting a price on another one. So he bought a second one. So he ended up with 2. So I bought it off him for the price he got it for. So I'm happy with it, dude. It's been a good radio. I broke a switch on it the other day. Damn it! This little toggle switch pissed me right off. Where'd it go?
Yeah, that's never fun.
Took a little switch off it.
Yeah.
Could you replace those?
Yeah, I think it's 2 switches there that you got to replace. I got to pull the radio apart and swap it, but it's a switch I don't normally use much anyway. So,
all right, boys, I'm out of here. Thanks once again. Good on you. Always
enjoy, man. Have fun.
Shall do.
Get some rust first.
Gonna have to, man. Shit.
I'm gonna get out of here, I think, myself, and go find me a damn shower. I've been waiting, and I stalled.
Yeah, I have to give him a lunch break, otherwise JD's gonna sue me for that too.
Yeah, right. I got to get some kind of break in. I'm still in pajama pants, so I mean, it's 2:00 in the afternoon going on now, and I'm still in PJ shorts from last night. I threw on a fresh shirt. That was it. I'm like, yeah, I need a shower. So,
all right, I'm Addy.
Me too.
All right, guys. Have a
later, Justin.
Good night.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Matt and Mike coming in. Gave us something to do for the last couple hours. Trying to teach Matt how to do stuff. But all right, you guys all have a good day, and we will see you guys next Saturday at 11:30. I've been doing an afternoon show, so if you want to stop by, then you can.
You a bad, 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 bad girl. Your seductive eyes are filled with all these lies. I'm touching your thighs while you play with my mind. Talking, I'm feeling the vibe while you fill me with lines. I'm so high. We just met tonight. I need you in my life. Angel from the sky, such a devil in disguise. Talking, slow down, slow down. Let me just work you out. Slow down, show me what you about. You a bad, 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 bad girl. You a bad, 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 Tell me your incentive. Am I really what you want? I'm vulnerable and helpless, powerless to what you want. Just slow down, slow down. Let me just work you out. Slow down, let me just work you out. We just met tonight. I need you in my life. Angel from the sky, Talking